Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Hello. Hi. How we doing? We hanging out? We chilling, I suppose? That'd be pretty good. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the debut of the cooking streams that we've all been waiting for so long, myself included. I've been waiting a very, very long time to get started with this. Also, thank you so much for the sub already, right off the bat. Thank you for the prime sub. Hello, everybody. Hi. It's good to see you. Welcome to the kitchen. Look at this. Look at this camera quality, right? Not bad. By the way, just as a quick little question, is the audio synced up correctly to my lips? I had some audio sync issues yesterday. Also, oh my God, is that a tier 3 sub right off the bat? Thank you so much. That's actually very, very sweet of you. Wow. Okay. If the audio is good, okay, fantastic, great, very cool. Just wanted to, yeah, and everything from scratch, absolutely. We're gonna, in fact, raise our own chicken today. We're gonna dispatch it live on Twitch if they even allow for that. I don't know if they actually allow that. That might not be TOS, actually. But I am excited. We're gonna be doing some chicken tacos today, but we're gonna make our own tortillas. We're gonna make our own salsa, and I'm going to talk about the chicken, and we're gonna debone a chicken that I have sitting right behind me. And it's gonna be exciting. Twitch's first chicken dispatch, yeah. I wonder if anybody else has killed a chicken live on Twitch. Also, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated at Tazuraki, the one and only. And look at that. We have... You know what? That's definitely a way to open off the stream, man. How many subs? How many subs is that? What? Okay, cool. 20 subs, 20 gifted subs right off the bat. Those are some pretty good vibes. I'm pretty happy about it. So, we gotta debone chicken. We gotta make a salsa. It's gonna be super exciting. And the chat is moving so fast that I'm not gonna be able to keep up with it fast enough. Guys, it makes me so happy. Can't wait to imagine how food tastes for the first time. Yeah, also, hi Lana, it's good to see you, love you. Okay, great. We can maybe begin, perhaps. Also, guys, if you think it's just a front shot, for any of those that are uninitiated, guess what? Guess what? We have an overhead camera as well at the same time. Please let me know if the audio is synced up correctly. But if you want to look at my meaty claws. And how has my healing been on the Gengar tat? Would you guys like to see my tattoo? Look at this bad boy. Let's get back to the front shot so I can show this off with you. Look at this. Pretty sick, I think. Very cool. So, yeah, this is the full setup, and I'm actually very excited to start doing something with it. So, let me show off my knives first. Let's show off the knives that I have that I'm going to be using today. This is my Mizuno UX10 camera. Please autofocus. Please be a good boy for me. Not you. Get it together. So, this is my Mizuno UX10. This is my chef's knife. It is a gyudo shape, hence the way that is sort of tipped up, whereas Santoku shape would be sort of pointing downwards this way. Now, some of the other knives that I have in my lovely little knife roll over here. Now is a proper time to show them off, right? I got some cool stuff, some cool pieces. Ugh, if they would actually all get out of the knife roll. One of the others that I'm going to be using for a good chunk of today is my Corlin Damascus Petty. Yes, I can threaten all of you in chat. I don't know if Twitch allows me to do that. This is my Corlin Damascus Petty. And with this knife, this is what I'm going to be using to debone the chicken because it is small and elegant and really, really nice to sort of get in between all of the crevices. You don't typically want to use a super big knife when you're deboning a chicken, try and get some more elegant cuts, because it kind of gets stuck to the blade. It's a little bit more awkward to maneuver it. So it's nice to have a good boning knife. And that's exactly what this is. So, do you guys want to talk about some chicken? Let's talk about some chicken. It is not a paring knife, it is a petty knife. A petty knife is a little bit longer in length, and it actually extends downwards more so that you can actually use it on a cutting board. But in this case, we're just going to be flicking the breast of the chicken and deboning it. So, I guess we can just get kind of set up here for a second, yeah? Gotta get my cutting board out, right? Let's get the overhead shot. Just like us for real, that's right. Okay. So this is a cooking bit of advice that is as old as time itself. This is super, super important. Nice wet paper towel. Look at this cutting board. Look at the way that she's slipping and sliding around. Nobody wants that. That's obnoxious. That's annoying. So, classic. The day one, everybody knows this. Nice little wet paper towel under the cutting board. And guess what? Is it slipping? Is it sliding? I don't think so, buddy. Get it together. Keep up. So, super, super important. We have our chicken here. Now, I'm going to show off something I did that was pretty cool with it. This chicken, also, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the sub, girl. Lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. And also thank you to Lane for the sub as well. Take a look. We have this chicken out here. So here's what I did yesterday. Let me talk to you about what I did yesterday. Oh my God, guys, we have so much happening here. I keep getting subs. Oh man, I'm a little beside myself. Thank you. Yesterday, I took this chicken, I took it out of the package, and I put it onto a sheet tray and put it exposed in the fridge overnight. And the reason I did this, think about like a bag like chicken, like whole chicken that you get at a grocery store. It is sopping wet, okay? It is filled with liquid. It is dripping. So think about it this way. You get home and you're like, oh boy, I'm so excited to cook. And you open up your package of chicken and guess what? It's wet. And it is wet all over your cutting board. What a waste. It's just unpleasant to work with. Also, Jesus Christ. All right, man. Cool. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. Yeah, indeed. I feel like that is the only appropriate reaction. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs. It's very, very sweet of you. Also, hi, Kale. Lovely to see you as well. So, this chicken was put into the fridge overnight, exposed. So when the surface gets nice and dry, it's going to be much more pleasant to work with. Anytime that I buy meat from the grocery store, always exposed in the fridge overnight on a sheet tray or on a plate. It does not matter. Ideally on a rack, okay? It would be perfect. Dara, what is in the pot behind you? Nothing yet. Nothing to worry about. So, we'll get started in a moment. What I am also going to need, I'm going to need a couple of plates really, really quickly. Boop. I'm going to need a plate. And the rest of it will go on the sheet tray, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm also going to put on some gloves to make my life a little bit easier. Let's grab this. Where is it? Aha, my black nitrile gloves, because everybody likes putting these bad boys on. They look super sick. Yes, indeed, precisely. If you ever been to like a market in like Mexico, for instance, they have like all of like the chickens like very exposed up to the air, and that's like super, super important, in my mind at least. It makes a much more pleasant cooking experience. When it's sitting in a bag, all of the condensation, all of the expelled liquids, I mean, it's really that much more of an unpleasant product. So, gloves on, just because I think it looks cool, and so that it's like a little bit easier to not contaminate things as I go. And now, we can kind of get started, can't we? So, let's grab our bad boy, our chicken. Grab him. I'm going to put him right here onto the cutting board. So, very, very important. We're going to start by taking off these legs and make this whole thing a little bit easier to work with. The first thing that you're going to do, you're going to make an incision onto the skin. The legs, they pop out so easily, you're going to see how easy it is. You want to do an incision close to the drumstick. You don't want to do it here because it's going to retract too much onto the breast, and you're not going to have a breast with a lot of breast skin on it. So, a little bit closer to the drum itself, just slight little incision, just like that. Right? All you're really doing here is just tearing the skin at the top. That's it. And we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Little incision, right? And then just go along that way. And now, nice and easy. Oh my God, Neffy, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Now look what we're doing. Chicken laid out like this on its breast side now, right? Back side up. We're going to take it, and all we're going to do is going to pop it up very, very gently. And you can see, if you take a look, that the thigh has sort of escaped the socket. Right? Just pop it up, nice and easy. And look at this, guys, it's so easy. We're just following. I don't know if this is a good angle, and if not, then just deal with it, I suppose. All that we're doing, we're following wherever the thigh meat actually ends, and we have detached one leg successfully and beautifully. Look at this bad boy. It just comes off nice and easy. And I'm going to put this right back onto the sheet tray. I'm not going to need it now. Same thing with this other one. I've also realized maybe this camera is a little bit too zoomed in. Nothing I can do about that at the moment. Pop this, right? Once again, we're exposing the socket inside. And all that I'm going to do from here, I'm going to make a nice little cut. Oh my God, thank you for another gifted sub. I don't even know what to say. This is getting kind of ridiculous at this point. You're so, so, so sweet. It makes gooey noises when you put it down. It sure does do that, doesn't it? All that we're doing, we're just following the back here, letting it easily and naturally slide off. And now, my friends, we have taken off 2 of the thighs. I'm only gonna need the breast for today though, just to show off what this is like. Isn't that easy? No effort, we're not cutting through bone. There is no butchery in which you're cutting through bone here. So, nice and easy. You also make gooey noises. Hey, hey, relax. Okay, lovely. Now, here's what we're gonna do. There is hair falling down onto my face. This happens every single time that I cook. There's not a lot that I can actually do about this. Everybody, I'm so sorry. We now need to debone the breasts themselves. We can either cut off the wings before or after. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's do it after. What we need to find is the sort of like breastbone, right? That's sort of separating the 2 tits of the chicken. And what you want to do is just make an incision, a very nice and simple incision, over the skin. Find the middle bone between the 2. Don't go too deep, don't go too crazy with it, because we're going to use the natural separation of the meat. Dollar tire hair. Yes, me and my chickeny nitrile gloved hands. Now, the reasonable solution would be for me to take off the gloves, you know, that I set up for this exact purpose. But you know what? I'm just gonna suffer, and it's gonna be fine. So, just nice little gentle flicks of your knife here. We're not getting too crazy with it. We just sort of follow this. We're going past the wishbone, and it just naturally, easily comes off. Now take a look what we have in here. This is the tender. You can tell it's the tender because it's a separate muscle to the breast itself, and it's nice and smooth on the inside. Right? Super, super easy. Just continue cutting along the skin here. And now you can just use your thumb to get in between the breast, in between the tender, and it just almost slides off. So easy. Look how much the meat just wants to pull away from itself. It's really just that easy. This might require a couple more cuts here. This is the wing joint itself. And now I have to try to figure out how to maneuver around that. Couple more flicks, nice and easy. It should tail off at this point. You want to cut right on through this part. And then, this is the wing. We're going to cut around this. Come on. Yes. Break the wing open. I'm trying to cut off this breast in a nice, even, easy piece here. But it doesn't want to come off so clean. Come on, big boy. What are we doing here? Yes. Very nice. And now the last part is actually getting the wing itself off. Also, Nicole, thank you so much for all these subs. Very lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, not gonna lie, the wing is kind of the most difficult part of this whole thing. But it's okay. It's fine. It'll work out, I promise. Just gotta trust the process. It'll be okay. Alright. There it is, I hope. Please tell me that that's gonna be it. My pain and suffering is not concluded yet. That's it. I got it done. Boom. Nice and easy, I say, with quite a little bit of effort. But the wing has come off, and now we can just sort of take the wing off the breast in just a little bit. I'm going to set it aside for now while we work on the other one. We can also just pull off the tender, right? You want to get in there, you want to make sure that it's not sticking and you're wasting any meat here. And it just slides off. And that's your chicken tendy. Look at it. The tendy, we're going to cook up as a little snack in a little bit. Okay. This chicken has been almost fully broken down into its individual components, and I am so irritated by the hair that's on my face. I'm losing my mind. So, chat, do I take a second to go tie up my hair? Also, Hex. Oh my god, hello, 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 hello. Low-key, I'm a dog's simp and I can't deny it. Well, thank you, Hex. It's very sweet to see. It's lovely to see you. Do I do this, guys? Do I run away for a second and tie up my hair? The answer is yes, because I am very, very annoyed at the moment. So give me 1 second. You can actually probably still hear me while I go run and do this. Hello. I am just running through the house and trying to get this done. Okay, hi. Oh my god. Guys, what do I even say to this? Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you, this is so sweet of you. I am a little bit flustered. It's a lot of subs. It's more than I know what to do with at the moment. Oh man. Okay, let me put on my gloves again. I have another fresh pair of gloves. I missed another notification. I am so sorry. I don't know what I just missed. What do we have here? Hex? Okay, man. Okay, cool. How am I supposed to cook at this rate, man? What am I supposed to do with this? This is ridiculous, dude. Hex, thank you so much. This makes me very, very happy. You're very sweet. Ah, jeez. This is what Hex does. This is what Hex has been doing. I've been streaming for almost 3 years now. And Hex shows up here, and that helps out a lot. Thank you so much for the ridiculous amount of gifted subs again, Hex. I don't even know how to thank you properly besides just telling you that. I am struggling to get this glove on. Pay no mind to me. I should probably have my chat open on phone or something because it's a little bit small on the computer and I would like to read it just a little bit easier. But yes. Never saw that, indeed. Now everybody in chat has a sub. Thanks, Hex. Thanks also to Dask as well. You guys are very, very sweet to me. Thank you so much. Let's do the other breast as well, right? So we're just doing some very, very gentle flicks, right? Ooh, I actually went in a little bit too much into the meat there. That's kind of my bad. We want to cut off the shoulder portion. Ah, slice, please, thank you. Okay. This is like my first time actually actively narrating as I do something as like technical as this. So please forgive me while I try to figure this out in the meantime. Okay, we can just sort of go down the length of the chicken again. Oh my god, you've given already 42 subs. I've been looking forward to the stream. Well, I'm happy to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I've usually don't narrate something like this while I'm doing it, so please bear with me. Okay, now we have this tender in here yet again. We have almost totally removed this breast. Let's try and pop out that wing again in the same fashion as before. Come on, big boy. Oh, never mind. This one's already snipped off. I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, buddy, you can stay on for all I care. You mean nothing to me, pal. Nothing. Okay. And now, this breast came off a lot easier for mysterious reasons. Get a load of this guy, huh? Look at this bad boy. Beautiful, huh? Okay. And now let's just go ahead and strip off the tender. Thank you for the other gifted sub again. You just really don't stop. I really, really appreciate it. You are incredibly sweet and generous, and I'm very thankful. Hey, dog, guess what? Talk to me. Okay. What's up? What can I do for you? Okay, just like that, one of the wings has come off. Let's put the carcass away. And now we have these other breasts for us to worry about at the moment. All you have to do is just really look at where the joint actually finds itself. And then you're just cutting off the joint here. That's it, nice and easy. No, you did not just what's up chicken butt me. Dasky, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Everybody, guess what? We have right here beautifully, or beautifully-ish, butchered 2 chicken breasts. Just like that. We have broken down a whole chicken. We have completed the majority of the work that was kind of needed for this operation. All that I really need for this specific recipe for these chicken tacos are going to be the chicken breasts themselves. You really just don't stop. Oh my God. What seasoning do I plan to use? Beautiful question. We're going to be toasting up some cumin seeds. We're going to be toasting up some coriander seeds. Maybe a little paprika, a little MSG, a little black pepper as well. So something that's like close to like a sazon, essentially. That's kind of the taste that I'm going for. Okay. And now I get to show off all of my beautifully butchered pieces that I've laid out here. So this right here is the carcass. This carcass I'm going to be using for a stock later. Everybody, please keep all of your bones. And personally, I don't love cooking with wings too much, so I like to use my wings for stock as well. And then, in addition to that, I have 2 lovely, cute little chicken tendies that we're gonna have as a snack here. This, you know what, I'm actually not gonna say that. That would have been a little cringe to say that. Where do I get MSG? You've been looking to get some. It is often branded. You can either get it at most Asian groceries, or you can get it branded as called accent seasoning. And then this is both of our chicken legs, right? And if you guys would like to know how to break down a drumstick into a thigh as well, well, we can do that quite easily. All you have to do is just really feel for the joint, feel the different separation. You see this little fat line? That's usually the place to do it. One little slice, and you got it. Just like that. Drumstick, thigh, nice and easy. Beautifully, beautifully done, huh? Pretty good. Let's also do that to the other one as well, and I'm gonna put that back into the fridge. So all you do, you just feel through the separation, or you just go at this fat line. And just like that, my friends. Thigh and drumstick. Isn't breaking down a chicken easier? And guess what? It's cheaper, and you get better, more consistent cuts, and you're able to cut it to the way that you want it as well. And it's a little bit more sustainable too, okay? Look at that. It's so easy. You don't have to hassle. All you were doing was looking for the separation of the joint and cutting down this fat line. Dasky, thank you for the sub as well. Much appreciated, sweetie. Okay, I'm very, very happy about this. This has been done. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these bad boys right back into the fridge. And it's very important as well, everybody, we clean up as we go, okay? That is the secret to home cooking in general. You make it so much easier if you just, put away the cutting board, you wash this, you wash that, it'll be nice and easy. Okay, so, hi. Hey. This is our lovely separated pieces. The chicken breast I have on a different plate, and you're going to see why in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the fridge, and I will do something with it later after the stream. Probably bag and freeze it individually. Have I ever had a job in food? Looks like I have experience. Nope, but I have simply cooked my whole life. I've never had a job besides a couple of apprenticeships. Okay. So, let's quickly wash up this blade in the meantime. Blade. This is a Damascus petty knife, and if I leave it a little bit too long wet, it might be prone to rusting, right? And it's also just not good for the knife. Take care of your tools, wash them immediately. A really important piece of advice that I have is you want to use as hot water as possible when you're washing knives. And the reason for that is because the evaporative cooling will kind of take care of the rest of the job. If it's really cold water, the water is going to stick to it. If it's super hot boiling water from your faucet, then it's just going to come off that much easier. So that's my advice for you today. So, important. Don't forget it, or else you're going to get it, buddy. That's right, I'm threatening you, live on Twitch. Who would have thought that I would do such a thing? Who would have thought that I would be capable of that? Everybody, actually. Okay. My lovely little petty knife has completed the job for now. Now I'm just going to set it aside because I don't need it for a second. Now, we got to talk about the chicken breast again because we're going to have to pound out that schmeat. Show off the tat. Get a load of this bad boy. Huh? Yeah. That's my gango. Pretty cool. 7 hours, one session. Okay. Next up. Where is my hammer? Ah, there it is. Hammer, chicken. The chicken breast sort of tapers off. Very important to understanding its structure. It's thicker, and then it gets a little bit thinner. Okay? What we're trying to do, we're going to very gently pound out to the thick side so that it's even all the way around and then it cooks evenly. Okay? Also, hello. I hope you're having a beautiful day as well, my friend. Guys, by the way, that was the stream so far. This has been in progress. I've been trying to make this happen since about January. A lot of time and effort and money has sort of happened to making this setup. Also, thank you once again for the gifted sub. I don't know. How do we feel about this? I do indeed. Why pound versus butterfly? Butterflying really increases the surface area in a way that I don't really need to. And also, it kind of messes with the grain structure for me. It's also more effort. You loving it? Good. Great. That makes me happy to hear. I love validation. I'm an e-girl, baby. It's in my blood. Okay. Sorry. I have now acquired my salt because we're going to do a dry brine. It's going to help us season it, right, properly before it gets cooked. And it's going to help retain a bit of moisture when we salt it in advance. Also, thank you so much for the gifted sub again. You have now officially given 50 gifted subs. So thank you. Really, really important. We're also going to be doing a twice cooked chicken breast. Okay? That's essential. The reason I'm not adding all of my spices and all of my seasonings beforehand, okay, is because when the chicken actually goes onto the pan, all of these spices and seasonings are going to burn. So we do a twice cooked chicken breast. We season it properly with the salt beforehand, it sears, and then we put it into our freshly toasted spices, and then it's going to cook again with said spices. So it's that's how we ensure that we get a properly crusted and cooked chicken, but without the spices themselves actually being burnt. So now let's go ahead and slap on some gloves once again so that I can get this process of tenderization done. If I was doing this by myself, I would normally not be wearing gloves, but I'm doing this because I think it looks cool. Twice cooked to make it crispy, yes, because you're getting both the meat crust itself and then like the spice crust. So it's not going to just be like a steamed piece of chicken enveloped in all of those spices, right? It's gonna get proper browning, it's gonna get proper flavor this time. Okay, very nice and simple. Put on my gloves again. Now let's pound out the schmeat, shall we? Okay, back onto the board we go. You can do this with a bit of plastic wrap to sort of stop it from splashing everywhere. I don't really mind. This is the thick side, this is the thin side. This just needs some very, very light pounding. Watch it. Hey, watch it. I know what you're thinking. Cut it out. Hi, that's me. Hi, T. Okay. You can do the spike side. It doesn't matter too much. I'm just trying my best not to slam the GoPro that I have as well here. So all we're doing, we're trying to pound it out this way, right? Just like that. Sorry, that was a little bit loud, wasn't it? Oh shit. That was a little bit too aggressive, wasn't it? This is what happens when you do it like too close to the edge. And you use the spiky side too much, right? Because then it just starts to turn it into ground chicken. But what we're just looking for is something a little bit flatter in its width, and that's going to be almost perfect. I might have gone too aggressively with it the first time around, but that's okay. A little bit gentler, and we're only going to use the flat side. Is that loud? I can't tell. Don't say that. Don't. I see you. I see what you're saying. No onomatopoeia. No. Okay, this is fine. That's fine. That does the job. Just a little bit thinner on this side, just spreading it out just that much more. Nice and easy. Beautiful. And all that I'm going to do now, I'm going to salt this pretty heavily. Peaked a little there. It's loud, but it's good. Okay, great. Thank you. I thought it'd be really funny if that just like completely drowned out my speaking. Okay, so chicken goes on. I took the glove off. We're gonna go nice and generously with some salt on top, okay? You wanna be a little bit less generous than if you were to just like normally be searing this, because most of the salt is gonna get absorbed. And the higher up that you actually season it from, the more evenly it distributes based on the splash pattern. So just some salt, keeping it nice and simple. You can also do like a salt and sugar brine, maybe like 20% sugar to 80% salt. Right? Nice and easy. There we go. I'm trying to do this through the GoPro, which is a little challenging. Great. Just like that. Couple pinches of salt. Great. That's it. Now the chicken can just successfully dry brine into the fridge, skin side up. We're going to put it there, and that will conclude the pounding and the prep of the chicken. You love salt? Great, you should. Please tell me the VOD is going to be up later. It absolutely will be. So, pounded out chicken and our chicken tenders, both of which we seasoned with some salt. I'm going to pop this into the fridge exposed. This is called dry brining. Once again, helps to evenly season the chicken because the salt actually permeates through the meat. Other spices, they don't do that. Marinating is mostly fake, by the way. I'm sorry to break this illusion for you. It's mostly fake. Unless you're doing stuff with like acids or enzymes or salts, it's not very real. We add the salt, it's going to make it juicier, and it's also going to have it retain its moisture more. Into the fridge she goes until we need it again. We are going to also be done with this cutting board. Will I put the GoPro in the oven later so we get a thorough POV of the cooking? No, I don't actually have that set up yet. We'll figure something out though, don't worry. You heard everyone, into the fridge. Yeah, all of you guys can go in. Go. I'm also just gonna wash this off for a second and put this into my dishwasher. Yeah, okay. It just goes in, and it's gonna make my life so much easier later, and now I can properly wash my hands. Lovely. Now, what's next? Can I get a second mic on the cutting board, an old Logitech headset mic works? Yeah, so that it can just like peak a little bit more every time I slam it down. Will you eat the GoPro so we can get an experience of the food? You're asking me to vor this live on stream? Are you kidding me? You people, I know what you are. I know what you are. Okay, very cool. That's been done, that has been accomplished. So we have a couple of other things that we need to do. We need to make the salsa. We need to also make the tortillas, right, for the, actual tacos themselves. And I think we should start with just making our tortilla dough. And then it needs to rest for about 30 minutes for all of the corn to fully hydrate. So I think we should do that. I think that'll be easy. Okay. So I am heating up a volume of water into a kettle. We need boiling, not boiling, we just need like really hot water. It can be boiling if you want it to be. Am I gonna rest for 30 minutes? No, not planning on it at all. We're not doing anything but cooking cube. Okay, so we gotta make the tortillas. I have the water in a kettle, it's going, it's doing its thing. What are the best spices to eat a GoPro with? Just salt. Salt will be fine. You know what I am? What's Gigi tell you? A lot of different things about you. Let's get the maseca. So, this is, you have sort of one or two paths to make corn tortillas at home. You can either do something using maseca, which is a dried nixtamalized corn flour, or you can make it from just like whole dried nixtamalized corn kernels that are then soaked in water. That's a little bit more of the traditional way. And this is sort of the more modernized way that you can do it now. You can't make corn tortillas with just regular corn flour. It does not work that way. You can't do it with cornstarch. Cut it out. It has to be maseca. It has to be nixtamalized corn. Okay? The taste is different. The texture is different. It is just an incomparably different product. Okay? Don't forget it. I'm looking at you, buddy. You better not forget it. Good boy. Or whatever you are. Anyways. God, I love doing that bit. So, let's take a nice big bowl. Something like this. And let's start just putting things into it, shall we? Now, what's really, really cool for something like this, there aren't actually a lot of super precise measurements. Love this, chat. Love this. This is good. Yeah, I'm very glad that we're starting to get this habit into all of you. This is not a dough that has gluten or yeast in it or whatever. The measurements are super, super imprecise, and it's actually quite easy to do. I'm going to literally just spoon this out with like a regular cup. And you're gonna be like, how much flour is that? I don't know. It's gonna be fine. And I'm going to show you what to actually look out for when we make tortillas. So, get a plate. I'm gonna grab a cup. And I'm going to scoop out whatever amount this cup is going to be worth of maseca. And it's gonna go into the cup. Right? Maseca, cup. I'm going to literally just probably pour it right inside like this. This is so that we have a very rough idea of the measurement. Come on, big boy. There you go. Okay, that's how much I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make just under this cup amount. Whatever this is. You see this? My tattoo looks very cool. Why, thank you. Really appreciate it. Fun fact, this bowl you're using is named coulepon in French, which means chicken butt. Thanks. Really, really appreciate it. So, whatever amount of flour this is, right? A little amount of the maseca. And then we're just going to add just a little bit less water to this. So, we're going to pour this in. Let's switch to this shot now. And very important, you have to remember, it takes on more liquid than you actually think it does. You want to make sure that your dough has the right texture and consistency, and I'm going to show you how to go for it. So, let's pour in some water. We'll start with something just about like this much, or actually less of it. In fact, leave some in the cup itself, and we'll pour that as needed. Now, let's go and take a spoon. We're going to start with a wooden spoon, and then we're going to use our hands. I got chicken butted again. I know, I'm quite aware. Just use a spoon because it's like a little bit too hot at this stage, and you're just waiting for it to kind of absorb into the cornmeal. We can definitely do more water than this. And here's a really cool thing. You know how they say, oh, you have to knead this a certain amount? Not the case. All you're looking to do is evenly incorporate the cornmeal. Ah, that's hot. Ow. You're just looking to evenly incorporate the cornmeal with the water, and then we will see how it sticks to our hands as a way to gauge whether or not it's actually ready. So, break this up as much as you can, and now just take this off of the wooden spoon. It is usable now. It's not super cold or anything. It's still quite hot. I have chef hands. My hands aren't so delicate and petite and useless, right? Ow. That actually kind of hurt me, man. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. This is okay. All we're going to do is just move this around, mix it around, press it, and make sure all of the little bits of flour are evenly, distributed throughout. And it's a very imprecise process. Nice and easy, just like this. And you see how it's already slowly forming into a little dough ball. It's perfect. There you go. It's coming together. Just trust the process. Make sure that you're scraping down the sides. You don't want to waste any cornmeal. It's also going to make cleanup of the bowl a little bit easier later. Whenever you're working with the dough and you can't clean something immediately, a nice little pro tip that I have for you is just soak it in water. Leave it soaked in water. The most unpleasant thing is to clean off a bowl with dried dough on it. And all I'm doing here is just breaking up as many of these little granules as I can and making sure it's evenly hydrated. Okay. Now, let's take a look. Look at this. Huh? It's basically totally combined. It's almost got the job. And this is how we're going to test for it. What we're looking to do, we want this to not stick to our hands. We want this to just very, very slightly come off of it. And we don't want the edges to be too craggly or anything. So if we press this super, super flat, we can see the edges are actually quite smooth. I'm going to mix this in a little bit more and see how good of a job that does. And I might add just a little bit more water. Might be perfect. We're not making cookies. We are making tortillas from scratch. That's all. Nice and easy. Okay. Dara, it was my birthday a few days ago. Can the next stream be a cake? I'm not much of a baker. Rather, I'm quite good at baking. I just don't enjoy baking too much, if that makes sense. Okay. Look at that, huh? That has now been fully incorporated. Nice and evenly done. And now let's take a look. If we were to take a little dough ball with our hands, does it stick? It does not stick to our hands. And if I press it super, super thin, look at the edges. The edges are smooth. The edges aren't dry and craggly. This is actually the perfect texture right off the bat. It might be a little dry, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good for tortillas. And that's it. This is literally all that you need. This is it. 2 ingredients. Corn tortillas. We're going to let it sit in plastic wrap for 30 minutes and it's going to be perfect. It is going to be impeccable, in fact. Do you see how easy that is? And let me tell you, the texture of these is so different and so much better to that of store-bought corn tortillas. Okay? Get it in Anchor on Mixer and I'll make a cake. Yeah, that's all that it'll take. Yeah, guys, just buy me this several $100 device that I don't need. Absolutely. Look at this thing. Nice and easy. Everybody, that's all that it takes. Is there a live chicken too? Yes, but we've already killed it before you got here. I'm sorry to say. So, you know, is there something you can pinpoint about baking that doesn't spark your interest? It's a little hands-off. I like being hands-on with my cooking. I don't like leaving things alone for that long. And I think it's just annoying sometimes. That's just my opinion. But that's okay. Okay. We need to take some plastic wrap now and wrap it, and then we'll also put a towel over it, and it's going to sit until we need it. Wait, do I not have plastic wrap? Uh-oh. Gamers? No, we're so back. We are so back. We're fine. We're good. Little plastic wrap. We get this bad boy out of the package. The next season of MasterChef. I would win on MasterChef. That's what's up. No question, it would be me if I went on. And then I would fight Gordon Ramsay to the death because I have very strong opinions of him. Okay. Wrap this up nice and tight here. And then I also like to put on a towel on top. I have a nice clean kitchen towel. These are essential to cooking. Okay? Having towels on hand is lovely. Look at that. Cover that bad boy up. And the dough has officially been completed. That's all that it takes. She's going to rest. She's going to wait. She's going to hydrate beautifully until we actually need it. And now I'm just going to put some stuff away in the meantime. Something I've realized, it's actually quite difficult for me to read chat because the computer monitor is so far away. And I have to figure out what my solution to that is actually going to be. We're so back. Oh, no plastic wraps. Absolutely not. That's a little too silly for me. Okay. Just gonna put this away. Lovely. Guess what? Tortillas have been officially completed. That's all it takes. And then we, of course, have to actually cook it later, but we will set up everything we need to actually do that. So, no worries. Shoot on one's Coney's Dandori battle. Oh, that's cool. Tattoos killer. Why, thank you. Much, much appreciated. Okay. Very nice. What do I need to do next? That's right. I need to get this into the sink. Get this just soaked. Okay. That has been done. So jealous of your tattoo. I need a Lucario. Get it? Save it up. Save up a little bit of money. Find an artist. I heavily encourage you to actually find an artist to do that for you. It was a very good change. It helped my body image a lot, right? I just feel good with a tattoo like that. All right, next up. Let's start prepping some of the things that we need for the salsa. Let me get my ingredients out for this. Are we going to tell it all? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. If I could, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Let me just say that. Okay. Salsa Roja. We're going to make a red salsa. And the heart and soul of a salsa, in my mind, as well as all of Mexican food, is two things. Chilies and chard. We're going to broil things. We're going to burn things. And then we're going to cook it, and it's all going to be blended up nice and smooth. Let's take a look at the chilies that I actually have. I have, let's see, these are my chipotles, these are my pasillas, and these are my arbol chilies. Now, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see what we actually have here. Would I ever down at a Pikmin? No, I would never do that. These are chipotle chilies. These are smoked. These add a smokiness, and these add a spiciness. These, my friend, are pasilla chilies, if I'm not mistaken. These are fruity, these are a little bit sweeter, and they're a little bit more bitter and complex. And then we also have arbol chilies, and these are just straight spicy. They add a little bit of fruitiness, but these are mostly, to me, spice. Also, hi, Aubrey. Excuse me. My apologies, Audrey. Good to see you. Chilies, nice and spicy. I will not be doing any arbol chilies for this salsa. I will instead be doing one chipotle, one of these pasilla chilies, okay? And you know what? We'll also throw in 2 arbols for good measure as well. It'll be, no, it'll be too spicy. What am I, a baby? We'll be fine. We'll throw in 2 of these bad boys as well for good measure. I'm not a loser, right, guys? Please say right. I'm begging you. We're gonna throw in a couple of those. Okay. And now let's prep them. So, very simple. What we need to do, we need to snip off the tops. And we need to take the seeds out. It's gonna be nice and easy. Let me also take these out. Yes, chef, you ain't a loser. Love this. Great. This is the spirit that I've been looking for, guys. Much appreciated. Let's get ourselves a nice little waste bowl ready. That we're going to put all of the little tiny scraps of stuff that we don't need. So, we need some kitchen shears as well. We need some scissors. Some of these bad boys, huh? When's the mole stream? Oh my God, I would love to do that. Darling, make sure to rub you guys thoroughly throughout this process. Oh, absolutely. I've been planning on touching myself all over after touching the chilies. So we take out the seeds because that's where like a lot of the bitterness is held. And it also helps us to control the heat a little bit more. So all that we really do, we snip off the top. Also, if you guys want to ever learn to make chili flakes, all that you need to do is snip off this end and then dehydrate these. That's how you make chili flakes. Very nice and easy. Then you just snip it all the way down, just like this, expose it. Right? And look at that. We have a nice, clean chili here. And it's going to go into the saucepan because it's going to get boiled after we char all of the other vegetables for the salsa. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to use the shears. I'm going to chop it up just like this. Nice and easy, okay? It's going to get blended down. Now, next one. The seeds look good. They do look pretty good, but alas, we do not need them for this application. Now, we're going to take one of the chipotles. We don't want the chipotle to be too dominant. It's smoky, it's spicy, it's got a lot to add, but I don't want this to be the main characteristic of the salsa. Okay? So we're taking out these ribs. We're taking out all those bitter points. We're just going to rip this up, and then we can just further go down the length of the chipotle. Nice and easy. Doug is the greatest chef? Yes, I am. Thank you. Okay, lovely. Just like that. And the elbows are nice and easy. These, I can leave some of the heat in. It'll be fine. We just snip off the top yet again, just like that. Roll it around. We don't even have to worry about anything past that. Just chop that up like that. We'll do the same with this. Is the music too loud, by the way? Is this scissor specifically for cooking, or are there other types of cooking scissors? Yes, this is called a kitchen shear. They're kitchen shears that have a spring in them to help you cut through stuff like chicken carcasses. And the answer is, they're just technically sharper and they might have a better quality steel. Dara, I love watching you, chef. Lana, it's good to see you. Music is good? Nice. Opinions on Taco Bell. Yesterday, I went to the gym for the first time in a very long time. And you know what I did after? I got myself a steak crunch wrap and I demolished it. And it was so good. But everybody, I would like to emphasize something to you. This, the chilies, the pasillas, the arbos, the chipotles, dried chilies are the heart and soul of Mexican food. Go to your cupboard, go to your little container of chili powder, I know you have one, and throw it away. Chili powder means nothing. What kind of chili is it from? What kind of taste is it? You have no idea. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of types of chilies used in Mexican cuisine. Some of them are smoked, some of them are more fruity, some of them are spicy, some of them are more like complex and bitter. They're all different. I despise chili powder. There's, of course, exceptions where it's like, ooh, chipotle chili powder and Kashmiri chili powder. I'm not talking about that. I mean the fucking generic supermarket branded chili powder that is in your pantry. It has no place in your kitchen. This has infinitely more complex taste and flavor and something else to say. Yes, cilantro is too, absolutely. But this is where all the flavor is to me. Okay, so get it together. Okay, we're gonna pour some hot water on this. It's gonna be blended up later, so don't worry about this right now. Let's pour a little bit just like this. And we're going to boil the salsa once we actually charred the rest of our ingredients. Okay. Now, what I need to do is this. Very simple. I need a sheet tray. Holy shit, that one is huge. Is that the only one I have? I think so. I think this is the only option that I actually have here. What is my favorite fruit? I don't know. I'm like an orange guy as of late. Okay. Dara, the mouse pad have been... We don't bring up my Absol mouse pad right now. You didn't get your hair in that point. Hey, watch it, okay? It'll be fine. Little hair, you know, dangling, it's for the look, even if it's not super convenient. I need to wrap this up with foil, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some tomatoes, we're going to put some garlic and some onions under the broiler, and we're going to blacken the skin, okay? The char and the smokiness and the complexity of the flavor that gives is essential, absolutely essential to me. Thoughts on it? I have no idea. Lana, we just talked about this. You know I know nothing about it. You know I know nothing about it. Okay. Aluminum, just so that my cleanup process is a little bit easier later on. Okay. Fully wrap this up. Hopefully this doesn't leak. This aluminum foil is not the best, but it's okay. We'll live. We'll be okay. I'll set this behind me. And now, let's get going with the tomatoes. So, tomatoes, just 2 of them. I'm going to show you guys how to do this nice and easy. Do I have a name for my fans? My little pog champs, I suppose. So, tomato, right here, okay? All we're going to do, we're going to cut this down to half. And then, you see this little incision that we've just made? We're going to do another one to take the core out. Nice little diagonal cut, meet it, and then the core pops out, just like this. I'm going to do the same thing to the other one, and it all goes into a trash bowl. 1, 2, just like that. Nice and easy. Internet Shaquille taking notes. That is not the Internet Shaquille now, is it? That is not you. Surely that's not you, is it? That's not who I think it is. Holy shit. Is that you? Oh my God. Well, hello. Hi. Huge fan, actually. Happy to see you. I'm literally using your corn tortilla, recipe and video in the making of mine. Thanks. You were quite literally the inspiration for why I'm doing the tortillas today and why I started making tortillas at home. So, you know what? Happy to see you. Okay. We're going to have these, right? Nice little incisions, diagonally, beautifully done. Just like this. So, tomatoes have been finished. We're going to add a little bit of onion. I don't like too much onion in my salsa. We're going to blacken it, and we're going to add a bunch of garlic as well. We're going to need the rest of the onion for the garnish. So I'm thinking, oh, why thank you, that's very sweet. Did I just hit the microphone? I believe I did, my apologies. We have this onion right here. We're going to just do the classic method of, we take the head off, then we're going to slice it down the root, use the full length of the knife, get a nice even slice all the way through. We're going to set aside a bit of it. We're going to peel it right into a waste bowl. Make sure that nothing goes onto a cutting board here. Ugh, dear God. Just a little bit of it sticks. It is the most obnoxious thing in the world. And I'm only going to want a quarter of the onion. Okay? This is a tomato salsa, first and foremost. The onion is just secondary to all of it. Cut off the base of it. And we're going to set this bit of the onion aside, and we're going to use it later. And now we have completed the majority of the prep. Is red onion good too? Yeah, sure. Whatever onion that you really have on hand. In my experience, red onion, it kind of burns a little bit easier. I don't know if that's just like a me thing, but I feel like the liquid that it leaches out just tends to burn a bit easier. Okay? So that's very cool. That's been completed. Let's also wipe down our station for a second. I'm gonna grab a chunk of a paper towel. Make sure that it's always nice and clean as we're moving forward. Lovely. What is Internet Shaquille doing here? That's a lovely question. I'm just very happy that he's here, actually. So, nothing else to say. Let's get some garlic out. That's the next step. I am going to do something cool. I'm going to be keeping the garlic whole in the actual casing itself. I like to, when I put everything under the broiler to actually properly burn it all, okay, I am going to leave the garlic skin intact so it's closer to a roasted garlic. I find the taste of a burnt garlic a little bit too acrid for my taste. So all that it's going to do is just like this, a couple cloves, just like that. And also consider, because of the fact that it's not being crushed, it's going to be significantly less potent. So we're going to need a little bit more garlic than you feel comfortable using. Just about this much. And now I can put this away. I have a nice little bin for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 garlic cloves. Beautifully done. And now I can get the sheet tray, right? And assemble everything onto it. I'm generally interested in knowing your pronouns. I use it, its. You can also go to my, I think it's on my FAQ page. Okay. Onions, tomatoes, garlic, just like this. And you can drizzle this with a little bit of oil if you would like, which I like doing. It helps to conduct the heat a little bit evenly. So lay them all out nice and flat like this on your sheet tray. Get a paper towel to make sure it's all dry, because if you don't keep it dry while it's in the broiler, it's going to result in a lot of splashing. Okay? It's going to make a mess. It's going to pop into your broiler. It's going to be obnoxious. All right? I have a little bit of avocado oil that I'm just going to drizzle on here. Just a little bit. Not like a crazy amount. Just like that. That's enough. That's plenty. All that I'm going to do, take some tongs. I'm going to be using these tongs later. Just smush it around. Get like the skins of it to be kind of coated in that oil, because it's going to help evenly conduct like the heat of the broiler on top of like these smooth surfaces. Because of the fact that it's not like too flat or anything, that kind of results in the top of it being more charred than the rest of it. But the oil is just going to help it be that much more even. Okay. That, my friends, has been completed. Now we get to turn on our broiler and get that done, huh? Nice and easy. That's all it takes. We're going to put it on the high setting for mine at home. Make sure that it's positioned correctly. It sure is. We're going to let it heat up for just a second, and then we're going to put it in. Let that go for a minute. And now we can focus on the rest of the prep as well. Okay. So that is all of the prep that needs to be done for the salsa. That is literally it. That is the extent of it. After it comes out of the boiler, it's going to go into the pot that I have the rest of the chilies in, right? The pasillas, the chipotles, and some of the olives as well. And it's going to blend up beautifully. Now I think we can start worrying about our garnishes, right? So it's going to be tacos. I'm doing like fairly classic street taco style, where it's just going to be onions and cilantro on top. I have some cilantro that I have washed in the fridge. And one of the most important pieces of advice that I, my friend, can possibly give you, look at this. This is my container of cilantro. The last thing that you want to do when you want to cook is think about washing herbs. It is obnoxious. It is annoying. It is so unpleasant to do. It is so nice to have your herbs already washed when you want to go. You get home from the grocery store, before you want to cook, you make all of this prep happen. You wash the cilantro, you put it in a container, you take the meat out and you put it into like a sheet tray so that it can properly dry out. And now as a result, when I want to cook with this, all I have to do is take it out and do something with it, okay? Just that easy, my friends. That's all that it takes. Okay, I'm gonna need to clean up my station here for a second. Pop this into the sink. I have my onion right over here, beautiful. And I can probably put my stuff into the broiler at the stage. And now we're looking for the skin to blacken, and it's going to cook in the water, and it's going to blend up, and it sure is a doki doki sure. Okay. What am I missing here? I'm a little bit frazzled, doing a lot, moving a lot here. Let me drink some water. Let's do that. Let's have a little sip. Let's chill out. Cool. Let's start chopping up the onion. Let's do that. Boop. Also, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. I love the fact that everybody's saying yes, chef. That is making me so happy here. Okay. Onion on the board. Now, let's talk about actually cutting it. We're looking for a very fine mince. This is going to go on top of the taco. You want the little tiny pieces. Also, hi, Raven. Love you too. It's lovely to see you. We're looking for a fine mince, okay? So we're going to do the classic incision method. And what's nice about the fact that we're starting with a quartered onion is the fact that all we need to do is flip it over. So, you know, nothing groundbreaking or anything. All that I'm doing here is just fanning it out, just like this. And then I'm flipping it over and then getting those same sort of incisions. I like very nice, fine pieces of onion for my taco. Oh, come on. Good boy. The onion, that is. And now, I like to do a back to tip cut because it sort of gets thinner as you go on and it doesn't stick to the knife as much, right? So you do this. We have a nice small-ish to medium dice, beautifully done, just like that. We don't need too much. This is purely for garnish sake. Excuse me. How does one become a fine piece of onion? You just have to be born into it, buddy. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, look at this. Beautifully done, right? Let's grab a plate. Let's put that onto the plate. And I like to do this with a bench scraper because I'm annoying. This is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. It makes everything, it makes my life so much easier. Okay, did the Pokemon lo-fi stop? Unbelievable. The audacity. All right, this just goes onto the plate. And that's going to be used for the tacos later on. Getting this out of the way is always a good choice. Okay, this is a good time to also check on the broiler and see how blackened everything has become. The tomatoes are basically untouched. We might have to actually take out the garlic before the tomatoes and the onions because the garlic kind of goes the soonest. But remember, it does have the skin of it protecting it too. So you can allow it to do its thing properly inside. Okay, cilantro. very important. We are super, super minimalistic with the chopping that we're doing on the cilantro. We're not going to be aggressively mashing it. We're not doing any kind of rolling cut nonsense. We have a little bundle of cilantro right here that we're just going to take out of a container. That's going to be plenty. We can leave the stems on. It's not a big deal. And all we're going to do, we're going to slice it. Very important that we slice it and we do not chop it. This would be a chop vertical down, and it's going to result in crushing. We want to use as much of the surface of the knife as possible and be nice and delicate, okay? And we can cut it thinly. So, 1, 2, 3, like this. And we're going to rotate it and we're going to slice it again. And that's going to be it. We're not going to process this any further, okay? People do these rolling chops. People, they destroy the herbs. You have to be so delicate with this kind of thing. Okay, those stems I'm actually going to take out. Rotate this pile 90 degrees or so. Gently use the full surface of your knife here as much as possible. And that's it. This is all of the cutting that the cilantro is going to get. We have nice fine pieces. It doesn't have to be any smaller than this. It's nice and beautifully aromatic, and it's going to be nice for your tacos. Just like that. Look, look, it's done. We're not doing this. Nope, stop that. You're destroying your herbs, buddy. It is just a waste. It is a waste. And it's going to stick to your board, and it's going to be, it's going to be a mess. Look at this garnish plate. Look at this beautiful little garnish plate. It's done. That's all it is. Nice and easy. I think that is all the chopping that we actually have to do this stream. Never overthink the herbs, absolutely. But the most important part, having a sharp knife that you can slice with. I don't like herb choppers. I don't like those. I think they're called mezzaloons, whatever they're called. Don't bother with all that, man. It's too much. It's aggressive. Herbs are meant to be treated minimalistically and easily. Unless you like poach it and then ice it and then try to make like some sort of an herb oil or a puree. Just be gentle with the whole thing. Okay. Now, I realize I totally forgot about the stuff I'm debroiling. And that's totally fine. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of what that looks like. So, take a look. The tomato skin has just begun to actually wilt. The onion and the garlic, they're starting to get some good color on it. Let's put this thing back in. I'm going to just adjust it and move it slightly so it stays under the fire. And let's put this back in. We want to properly blacken the outside. And it's going to blend and it's going to be perfect, my friends. The skin is protecting the garlic. Don't worry about the cook of the garlic. It's going to be okay, I promise you. And now, the only other stuff that we need to do, we need to toast and prepare our spice blend for the chicken itself. How do I stop myself from eating raw ingredients? They look so appetizing. How about just do it? I have awful self-control in the kitchen. I eat raw ingredients all the time. I put a little bacon down on my cutting board and I'm like, this looks like a little tasty snack. Is that good? Probably not. Am I gonna die? Maybe one of these days. But I'm gonna live fast and die hard. Okay. I am just breezing by this. How long have I been streaming? It's been an hour. I have indeed been streaming for an hour already. Beautiful. Just keeping up with my notifs for a second. Okay, lovely. Imagine eating coriander and it tastes like soap. Could not be me. Under no circumstances. I need to stop hitting the microphone. I apologize. I keep forgetting that I have a microphone, that I have a lavalier strapped to the center of my shirt. But I think with a little bit of time, it'll be just fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff into the fridge, just in the meantime. Some people, they like to chop the onions and then put into the fridge, but I find that that is like sometimes limiting because I don't know if I want it sliced, I don't know if I want it chopped. I just like whole onion, just like that. The smell is not gonna get all over the fridge with a bowl on it. It'll be fine. And then I can do basically whatever I want with it later on in the future. Cute phone case, why thank you. How are we doing, chat? We doing good? All right. Oh yeah, that's getting some good color on it now. Beautiful. We want it charred, we want it burnt, and it's gonna be blended up beautifully after it boils. And I can now start continuing to clean up my station. Throw away my waste bowl. I don't think I even need the cutting board for anything else. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna need this to chop up the chicken later. So I can kind of leave this out. A little bit sleepy, chef? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe take a little nap. Have you thought about that? Usually tap out of streams at this point, but you invested? Well, I'm happy to hear that. That makes me very glad. I'm gonna put this away for now. I am going to quickly wash down my knife. Again, just because I like having a clean knife for when I need it. I do have this paper towel that I can just clean it with, honestly. That'll be fine. I'm less worried about the knife being dirty and more so about leaving it wet. Also, thank you so much, Red Shirt, for the sub. Much appreciated. Lovely to see you. Hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. Okay. Knife is dry. We're gonna let this hang out on the board until we actually cook the chicken and chop it, which will be basically the last thing that we do. The dough is resting for the tortillas. We're going to be cooking the tortillas properly. And we gotta toast the spices. That's what we should do. After this is done boiling, we'll work on the spices. And I'll make a little spice blend, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And we'll use a mortar and pestle. You enjoying your cooking stream so far? Absolutely. I'm having a lovely time. Yeah, I don't know. It's the first time I'm doing something like this. I've put a lot of effort into the setup. I'm also in New York, meaning tap water is my go-to. Also, thank you so much for the 100 bits, Raven. Much appreciated. Have fun playing Street Fighter. Have a lovely time, my friend. Okay, let's look at this bad boy. Oh yeah, okay. We can probably pull out the onions. The onions, to me, look kind of ready to go. That is the proper smell that they should have at this stage. You see the tomatoes are starting to get there? To me, that tomato, oh, I've realized that you guys can't see it. Look at this. That is the kind of color that we're looking for, okay? Tomatoes, or the onions, excuse me, they're gonna go into the water. They've been properly charred and blackened, as much as I wanted them to be. And I'm going to take the garlic and I'm going to pull it out because the skin has blackened, and now I'm gonna let it rest, and then I'm gonna peel the garlic. As for the tomatoes, look at this. It's gonna go back in, and we're gonna blacken that skin, my friends. Ow. I was holding up that sheet tray for quite a while, and my hand just got exhausted doing so. Okay. If I'm talking to you guys like this, I guess you can kind of see what's happening on the stove. Maybe that's where I do like max zoom and I get into the camera and stuff and I'm like, yeah, something like this. It's not focusing, never mind, that might have been a mistake. Come back, baby. I got you. Okay. Gotta cut out the wall. Cool. Just like that. Estrogenized. Who? Not me. I can probably also start to peel this garlic really gently. Yes, I gotta make sure that my internal organs don't rust. Absolutely, you got it. You missed those New York City silence? All right, you see this garlic? It's beautifully roasted inside. It has that slightly smoky aroma, and because of the fact that we roasted it with the skin on, it peels that much easier. That's all it takes. Look at this. Just comes off. Now, is it hot? Oh, absolutely. Am I singeing my petite, delicate fingertips? 100%. But it's all worth it for the end product. Look how easily the skin comes off, though. Just like that, my friends. And in all, remember, we have a waste bowl. It goes into the waste bowl at the same time. It makes my life that much easier. Ugh. You floozy. Get out of the skin. Good. Nice. Perfect, in fact. Is that not even the skin anymore? Is that just that? There we go. Perfect. And then this last one needs to come out. Slightly burnt, roasted, and sweet. It's gonna be nice and pungent and still raw. It's gonna have some really good flavor, my friends. Okay, the garlic has been peeled. My hands are sticky and burning, so I should probably wash them off. And you can leave it cool on if you would like. You can do that. You can also pinch it off. I'm going to pinch it off just because I think that it doesn't blend super duper easy or anything. So just, I have like this shitty like steak knife from however long ago. I don't mind using it on this plate. Just like that. And I'm gonna toss it into the water with the rest of the ingredients. Right? Goes right on here. Beautiful. And that's done. Do I feel like you would have the prettiest garden outside? I sure would if I did not live in an apartment in New York City. Help. Get me out of here, please. I would love to have a garden. One day. Okay. Oh, yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. That is on the verge of setting on fire. Okay? Let's get this bad boy out of here. Come on. Come to the Daramgar. Aha. Hey. Whoa. Watch it. Are they on fire? Almost. That'd be really funny, though. Okay. Nice. The skin got black. It is beautifully charred, and it is now going to be ready to go. And we can begin making our salsa. Do you have any, do you advise top players to peel roasted garlic barehanded? STIs for noobs, right? Yeah, I advise you do it barehanded because then you get to burn off your fingertips and you get to look so cool when you touch hot things and you impress people. It's literally all for the sake of impressing others. That is the only motivation here. Okay, so tomatoes, beautifully charred, go right on into this little saucepan. And then here, my friends, in here, oh, let's actually get the other view going. Take a look. Okay? I do not have pet rats. I do not like rodents. They're terrifying. Okay? Tomatoes, garlic, onions, and our chilies beautifully combined. And now it's going to go in here, and we're going to maybe take out some of this water because we don't want this to be too soupy or anything. But this is just going to cook now. It's going to gently cook. We want to make sure that the chilies are cooked through so that it can all blend evenly at the end. Okay? Turn it on to a heat. Lovely stuff. And my friends, the salsa cooking has completed. All that is left to do is to actually blend it. That's all it takes. Nice and easy, huh? Okay. Let's, let me think about my station really quick. Please tell me the aluminum foil didn't leak. Oh, yes! Oh, that's so good. Oh, I don't have to wash anything. Wait. And then I dripped all over it. It's over. My friends, the dream is dead. No, I don't have a ratatouille under my hat, okay? I don't like rodents. I would never be the star of ratatouille. I could never do such a thing. I could never. That could never be me. The sheet tray is basically clean. I do the foil so I don't have to wash it later on. It makes my life that much easier, okay? Let's make some tea. Let's do that. I wanna make some tea before I go on. How's that sound, everybody? Every pony? Is it tea time? I think it's tea time. I personally think it is. I think you'd make a great ratatouille. Aw, thank you. That is so sweet. What does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that kind of info? By the way, it makes me very happy that Internet Shaquille managed to stop by. That is, I don't like a lot of food YouTube content. I'm quite judgmental of it. Anybody that knows me, like talk about it, is like, hey, this is like one of the ones that I enjoy and maybe like one of the ones that I aspire to make content like. If you haven't like seen it, then you're missing out. But it's very like non-structured and it feels like videos about things that sort of reflect his own cooking journey and they feel genuine and not just like this content that is like, I don't know how to say this. It's like, you know, $13 this versus $1,000 that, you know, that kind of thing. So it just feels like good stuff. Also, hello GTM, it's lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, Raven, you have seen me firsthand go through like YouTube content and just be like, man, I fucking hate this. It's just a lot. And these daily uploads, I would like to be able to make enough money one day that I am able to have this kind of a free-form content schedule where I am making things that are just really reflective of my own cooking journey. Will I upload cooking vids for YouTube? If anything, it would be edited VODs of this. I would need to make enough money that I could actually hire an editor. I wonder if my streams will be profitable enough to do so, and then I would condense these down, and then I would also have these go up as shorts. Additionally, I would really love to do private cooking lessons. That's kind of what I'm trying to build up to. I have and I want to use it again. Gotcha. Consumable content versus genuine content. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not like, you know, my friend like laid it out to me like the best, where it's like somebody who is considered professional, all that they mean is that they're making money off of it. And the reality is that kind of a content model is profitable and it exists for a reason, because it's sustainable. But I would like to simply hit a point where I have that level of community support, where I'm able to just sort of stream and make content and not always necessarily worry about like, what is the algorithmic viability of this? You know, that sounds very innately uncreative and anti-craft in a way, right? Okay, let's start building our spice mix. That's what we should do. We gotta toast up some spices, my friends. So, in this pan right here, this is gonna go over the heat. We're going to toast up some spices ourselves. I like to keep both versions of spices, both the whole and the ground ones, depending on the amount of effort that I'm willing to kind of put in. In this case, I'm willing to put in some effort, and I'm going to take some stuff. I'm going to take some cumin seeds, I'm going to take some coriander seeds, and I'm going to take some black peppercorns. Okay? And as well as some oregano leaves. You gotta go have fun. Well, thank you for stopping by. Very, very happy to have you here. It's lovely to see you as always. So, little bit of oregano is gonna go in. Not too much. Little bit of coriander seed is gonna go in. And we're gonna toast it and we're gonna grind it ourselves. A little bit. I think coriander seed can easily be overpowering, and that's not the spice that I'm looking to overpower with. What is your opinion on vitroceramic heat? I know some people prefer the good old fire. I have no idea what you're saying. Are you saying induction? What are you saying here? That might not be something I'm familiar with at all, actually. Okay. That's been added. Oh, and of course, the most essential one. We gotta have cumin seeds. Very, very important. Cumin seeds go in. And this is all for the chicken. We're gonna do a twice cooked chicken. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna make it nice. We're gonna add some black peppercorns as well. Not too much. We don't want it to be like black pepper. We just want like a little bit of extra oomph. Is coil under the glass? Oh, don't like it. Do not like it. I like fire, I like flames. Through the fire and flames, baby. That's my favorite way to cook. Okay. This is gonna go over the heat. We're gonna keep this moving and we're gonna toast it. Okay, my friends? Nice and simple. I have the sheet tray. I'm gonna move it away now. Put this back in, it'll be fine. As the oven cools down, we can turn off the salsa, we can let it cool. And now, my friends, I just have to kind of stand here and baby this. Let that heat up. We're gonna take out my mortar and pestle. And it's gonna be crushed all in here. Nice and easy. It has some stuff in it. Don't know what that's from. Just wipe it clean. I use this stuff all the time. What's really, really nice is it is very easy to use. Okay, you don't have to clean it out, you don't have to wash it. As long as you do stuff dry and you just keep it to like dry spices, then it kind of takes care of it for you. Okay, keep the spices moving. You don't want it to burn. Also keep in mind it's going to cook again when it goes onto the chicken. We're toasting it now just to give it a little bit of warmth. Whole spices have so much flavor than pre-ground ones. When I'm willing to do more effort, this is what I do. When I don't, then I have the pre-ground ones in my cabinet. That pan looks like a baby pan. It's cute. I think it's a cute pan too. We can give it a little smell. Yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. That's a good scent. Okay. Yeah, that's a good scent. You're just looking for it to slightly start smoking, and you're looking for some of the odor to come out. the spices have properly toasted. And now it just goes in. Nice and that. And it's clean. You don't really need to wash it. Just wipe it down. It's fine. It's just dry spices. Okay. So, here's what you do. You take a towel. You're going to put it under. It's going to hold it for you. It's also going to soften the blow onto the table, the surface that you're doing this on. And you're going to start, not by smashing it. First, you just start by crushing the whole pieces. If you start doing this, it's going to jump everywhere. You have to first flatten it. So gently, gently, gently. Go all the way around. Flatten it against the corners of your mortar. Okay? And then you can start going in rotational motions. And once it's been flattened, you can properly crush it without it jumping all over the place. Just like this, my friends. Nice and easy. It's very fun. It's very satisfying stuff. The camera is zoomed in a lot. Back off, buddy. Yeah. Good boy. Okay. Listen, the weight of it carries it for you. You don't have to you don't have to do anything crazy with it. Okay? Nice and easy. Nice and gentle. Couple of rotations. Use the weight of it to your advantage. Mix it up every now and then. And you're just going to keep going until you get a nice fine powder. You really don't want to put a lot of black peppercorns because they kind of take over the smell. To me, the cumin is the most important taste. And I'm going to add some MSG to this and some other stuff. And it's going to be a spice blend for when we actually cook the chicken. It's going to be awesome. Little garlic powder too, I think will be really nice in this. And my friends, the way that this smells, I'm doing the cooking content creator cliche thing. Oh, I wish that you can smell this. Some kind of nonsense like that. It does genuinely smell quite lovely. It's very warm, it's aromatic, it's beautiful, it's lovely stuff. Okay, just gotta check something. My apologies, friends. Kind of important. Okay, very cool. By the way, how many viewers do we have? I try not to look at that kind of thing because, I don't know. I try not to compare myself to those kinds of standards, but I am curious because I've had it totally off the whole time. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever had those kinds of viewers before. That's awesome. That makes me very happy to hear. Well, guys, I've been trying to make this happen for a really long time. It makes me very happy that all of you are here. Wow, that's really sick. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Raven. Very appreciated. This makes me happy. Thank you for being here. I've always wanted a way to have to be able to talk about food on a live setting, and this has been the vehicle to do so. It's a little stressful. There's a lot to juggle. I'm realizing that I need different camera angles and stuff, but all of that stuff is for the future. Also, thank you so much. It was something for the 2 gifted subs. Very, very sweet of you as well. Okay, look at this bad boy. Look at this. It's perfectly ground up. We have made a little toasted cumin, little oregano, little coriander, and little black peppercorn. And now we're gonna spoon in some other stuff, my friends. So I really like having granulated garlic in this. A little bit of garlic powder. Why, thank you. That's very, very sweet. So a little bit of garlic powder, not too much. Let's not get crazy with it. Also, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Why, thank you. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. That makes me very happy to hear. So that goes in. We're also going to add a nice little bit of MSG as well, because I'm trying to sort of emulate the taste of like a sazon, right? Like a Goya sazon spice blend. A little bit of MSG goes right in. And we're going to add a little bit of paprika, just for some color, just to give it that very tasty tomatoey redness that I think will just look quite pretty on it. Okay. A little bit of paprika, a little bit. We're not looking for the taste, more so the color aspect of it. And that, my friends, is our spice blend. Do I play Street Fighter 6? I do a little tiny bit. MSG, it's criminal that it has such a bad rap. Absolutely. And that is purely because of racism and racist, poorly researched medical journals. Okay. This is our spice blend. It has been done. It is incorporated fully. This is it. And it's going to go onto the chicken once it's been fully cooked. Okay? It's really, really tasty stuff. You can't really go wrong for chicken for just going oregano and cumin and coriander. Just, oh, smells lovely. So warm, so aromatic, and so much more flavorful than if we were to use like some shitty pre-ground spices as well. Okay, now, spice blend has been finished. We have almost completed every single step, my friends. Next step, we have to blend up the salsa. I was letting it cool so it's not like burning hot as we're getting into things. It's been right here, right? It's been chilling out. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to use a stick blender for this or not. I'm going to drain off some of, no, I'm not going to drain off any of the liquid. I think it'll be fine. Dollar Uncle Roger collab one. Well, he just has to hit me up. Also, whoa! Neffy? You're such a sweetie, thank you. That's actually very, very kind of you. This is kind of crazy. What the, okay, cool. Thanks, this makes me very, very happy. Thank you, Neff. You're very, very, very sweet. Yes. Spices that look too much colorful is a bit sauce, absolutely. Okay, this is the salsa. Everything in there has sort of steeped and boiled, and now it should be ready for blending theoretically. I'm just trying to debate whether or not I should strain off this liquid. Let's not. We're not gonna mess with it. We're just gonna grab a stick blender. Okay. Where is this bad boy at? Hello, my little friend. Now, where is the actual blending attachment? Uh-oh. I should have been more prepared. Oh no, guys. What have I done? Is it over? Is the stream dead? Is it ruined? Do I have it in here? Where is my blending attachment for my stick blender? I can't find it. Oh no. Surely it must be inside of this. There is no other reasonable place that it can be. It was not recently used. It has to be in here, is what I'm saying. Also, I'm gonna need the tortilla press for later. It's important that I get that now. Guys, I don't know where my stick blender is. I'm very annoyed right now. I'm molding, in fact. Where is this thing? I have lied. I have found it. Okay. Very cool. Stick blender, acquired. Also, thank you for all the follows, everybody. This has been a very successful first cooking stream, so it just makes me very happy that you all are here. That's all. I am very flattered. Okay. I, unfortunately, do not have any outlets on this wall. I should get like a power strip. That'd be pretty good, huh? Boop. Okay. But instead, we're just gonna have to go all the way back here, and you will see me blend it like this. So, very important, blending safety. Take a towel. It's okay if you dirty the towel. Much better to dirty the towel than to actually harm yourself, okay? You're going to put the blender down. Make sure that you first crush things up so there's not just massive pieces, okay? In fact, I can probably do it over this one. Yeah, that works. Crush it down a little tiny bit first. Nice and flat on your saucepan, okay? It's not gonna fall over, it'll be fine. Take this, just to stop it from, well, I just tipped it over actually. I did the one thing I was supposed to not really do. You're just kind of supposed to protect your hand and to stop it from splashing. And you kind of want to set up a guard all around. But honestly, I'm not going to do that. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Take things, crush it down. Take it, crush it down. Go all the way around, and it'll work out. It is splashing, isn't it? It's fine. It'll be okay. I've burnt myself with one of these bad boys more times than I can count. And now it is approaching rapidly peak salsa consistency, my friends. Oh, I also totally forgot. I need to add a little bit of salt, don't I? Do you prefer that over a standing blender? Yes, this is better for hot things because it's venting out more and it has more airflow. In a hot, in a like closed blender, especially because I don't have like a Vitamix or anything, I really, really need a Vitamix. Oh my God, a Vitamix would change my life. If it's like a Ninja blender, it's too much pressure when it's hot and it explodes. Not explodes, but it's just, it's not good for the plastic. It's not good for you. It's a little dangerous. It's a little spooky. Yeah, there she is. Come on, baby. My friends, you're going to love the look of the salsa. It is perfect. It looks, that is the right texture and consistency. That has just the right amount of moisture. That is literally perfect. Okay. A little bit more, make sure I got all the chunks out. Okay, beautiful. My friends, the salsa has been completed, and all we're going to do, we're going to mix in a little bit of salt. Look at this, huh? I need you actually to properly see this thing. Look at the salsa, my friends. Boop. Look at this color. Beautifully red, dark red, right? Nice and tasty. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a nice little pinch of salt. Don't want too much salt or anything. It kind of ruins a lot of salsas for me when they're too salty. But look at this. Look at this. Look at the salsa, huh? Beautiful. It has the chilies. It has the spice. It has the tomato. It has the garlic. It has everything that you can possibly desire. Did my at everyone not go through? It's supposed to, doesn't it? No. I think my stream announcements function, so don't worry about that. Don't sweat that too much. But yes, I sure do! Exclamation mark, that's great. Everybody, look at the salsa, please. Look at this thing. It's perfect. That is perfect. It's going to be so good for like huevos rancheros later. It is genuinely incredible. Now, a little bit of salt. Okay. Goes in. A couple pinches. It has the acidity of the tomato. It has the sweetness from the tomato. It has the sweetness from the garlic and the onion. It has some spiciness from those chilies. It has complexity. And we're going to give it a nice little taste. Ah, it is literally perfect, my friends. That is the right texture. That is the texture that you want for something like this. Not too smooth, not too chunky. It is perfect. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's got like that to it. That is a good salsa. I'm quite happy about this. That is really, really pleasant. It is going to go so nicely on a taco. Let me try that one more time. Oh, I probably did not need to add those 2 audible chilies. I think it would have been plenty spicy on its own. But you know what? It is perfect. It is literally perfect. Oh no, darling, you're tasting it and you're putting it back into the saucepan. I am at home. The only one who's going to be eating this is myself and my mom. It'll be fine. It'll be fine if I'm putting it back in. Cross-contamination, I don't care. It'll be fine. Okay. Let me try this one more time. My friends, it has the smokiness from the broiler. We charred the tomato skins, we charred the onions, we charred the garlic, okay? It has the smokiness from the chipotle as well, 2 different kinds. It has the spiciness, it has the complexity. It has real depth. This is not your, little shitty fucking Tex-Mex salsa, okay? This is proper, legitimate stuff. It's beautiful. That component has been finished. Very, very happy about this. Mwah, impeccable. One more taste. Perfect. I don't want any more salt. You want to shoot just on the side of undersalted, and you want to have the meat on the oversalted side. Salsa that's like too spicy it loses some of its versatility. So I like shooting under a little bit. To me, my friends, that is perfect. That is impeccable. I could not be happier with the actual outcome of that. It is, as we dare say, drum and based, my friends. That is a drum and bass salsa. Okay. It's okay. You can taste things as many times as you would like. Nothing will happen to you. Let's put my stuff away because, again, the key of home cooking is to make sure that you are cleaning up as you're going. Okay? Very, very important. And we can also take our chicken out and let that come up to room temperature. Okay. Lovely. We're going to need that cutting board for later. We have a dough here that's been rested. Don't forget, we're also making our own tortillas. Courtesy of Internet Shaquille, who blessed us with his presence. Thank you for being here once again. Huge fan, would love to talk sometime. We have the dough here. And as you noticed, if we were to take a little piece of this out, we put it onto our hands. It doesn't stick, and the edges aren't too craggly or anything. I think, to me, that is a perfectly hydrated dough. It is just a little firm. I wonder if it needs more water. No, it's fine. I'm overthinking this. It really doesn't have to be perfect. What if Gengar appeared and offered you 4 kilograms of oranges? That would be the only thing to make this better. Cute little dough balls? Absolutely. Okay, this can continue resting and doing its thing. It's fine. It's hydrating. The cilantro and onion is chopped for the tacos later on. And we're going to need to grab this bad boy. This is our tortilla press. Yes? I don't want this one. I want the bigger one, ideally. This one's a little bit too tiny for my preference. But that will have to just come with time. And we got to take the chicken out of the fridge, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. So, our chicken has been beautifully, beautifully browning. Okay, in the fridge. We're going to take this out now, so it's not super, super cold to the touch or anything. And we're going to come back to that bad boy later on. We don't have to worry about it right now. Right now, the biggest concern is going to be the tortillas. So, here's what's going to happen. I really like a scale. I love using a scale for something like this. Oof. And I have right here a ceramic cast iron pan. This is what I have found to be the best device for this kind of a task. Oh man, give me a second. This light is killing me. Okay, that's nice. So, cast iron pan, we're going to put it onto a medium heat. And what I'm going to shoot for are tortillas that are about 35 grams. That is what I have found with a little bit of experience to be the perfect size tortilla for tacos. So, really important. The tortillas are not done cooking after you put them onto the pan. They have to steam after. Okay, that finishes the cooking process. We're going to put a towel down into a bowl like this. If you have a basket, that is ideal. Traditionally, there's like these specialized tortilla baskets, either made of plastic or wood, but I like to use a bowl with a towel on it, and it works out just fine for me. So here's the process. We roll out the little tortilla, we press it, we put it onto the pan, we take it off, rinse and repeat, and then we're good to go, my friends. So, nice little medium heat, and now we can start the tortilla process. Okay. I'm tearing up a bit. Genuinely happy about how everything is perfect. The process is so good. And my friends, you can recreate this process too. Okay, this is all doable. This is all within the realm of doability for all of you to do back at home. Okay, very important that I emphasize this. Nice medium heat. Let's also grab a nice little handy dandy scale. I don't remember where it was last put though, so I have to find this bad boy. Aha, I found it. Okay, cool. Are you out of battery? No. What kind of batteries does this take? Are these AAAs? I don't have any AAAs. Oh no. Wait, let's flip it around. Sometimes if you flip the batteries around, you can get a little bit of extra life out of it. I should have checked. Yes, you flip the batteries around and it comes back to life for a very short amount of time. So that's your advice for you today. You see? Beautiful. Go grab a TV remote. True. Okay, we need a plastic bag. Let's see. I like to use freezer bags. Those usually work pretty good for me. And what you do is you try and trim up the freezer bag, right? So I need to get my scissors again. It's a little bit wasteful. You can also use like a shopping bag. That's what like a lot of Mexican grandmas do. They like to use like little shopping bags for this. But this works just fine. Okay. All that you do, you take your freezer bag and you're just gonna trim this up and get like one long piece of plastic, okay? Let's put this into my waste bowl, throw it away. These have always worked good for me, so I will continue to use them for this purpose. Okay. I need to really figure out, the thing that I was worried about before is actually coming into play now. I have no idea how I'm going to do stovetop shots in the future, because that's going to be a little complicated to set up with the camera. So I gotta get my friend to help me with that a little bit. Okay. So plastic has been done, okay, just like this. And then when we press it, it's gonna go like that, okay? Or maybe this is ideal. Maybe you do it like that. Anyways, that's been done. We put this away. Now, let's start working on the tortillas, shall we? I'm trying to organize this in the most logical way possible. Beautiful. So, let's take a little ball of masa. We're gonna roll it into a ball, okay? Just like this. I could take out the camera and move it higher up. I could do that, but that's dirty. And I'm looking for about 35 grams. That is my ideal tortilla thickness, or mass, excuse me. 35 grams. And we see how they come out. 36, more than fine. Lovely. This is a 36 gram ball. Always works, so you're still using it. Are you conditioning the bag into doing a different option? No fighting game analogies allowed. Okay. And now here's what we do here. Oh, I am running out of space on this table. Normally I would work on the table behind me, so it's like a little bit new for me to do it on this surface right here. Okay. Put this bad boy right onto the center. Let's make sure it's nice and smooth all the way around so it comes out smooth. Also, thank you so much once again, Raven, for the bits. You're very, very sweet, aren't you? Put this bad boy down, gently lay down the plastic, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you take this and you spin it back around this way. Make sure not to tamper with it too much. Understand that it likes to press back this way, so you want to adjust for that slight difference. Keep it as close to the center as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will learn over time how much pressure to naturally use. This came out a little bit too thick for me. So I think next time I'm going to end up pressing harder, but I'm not going to mess with it anymore now. This, my friends, is the completed first tortilla. A little bit too thick for me though. But this is my ideal taco size. Okay, so I at least have that part done. And now my pan is nice and hot. It might not be hot enough. The first tortilla, the first 2 tortillas will always, always, always be a little bit messed up. So don't stress about that too much, okay? Once again, I can now have a feel for what 35 grams is like. I can put this ball down. Perfect. I'd lied actually, that was 31. 35, lovely. Take this, ball this up. Put it back down, and now you just rinse and repeat this process. Make sure that you're wrapping your tortilla dough back up in the plastic so that it doesn't dry out while you're working on your next one, okay? Very, very important. Very important. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've done that and I've had to rehydrate it. I'm pressing it a little bit harder than I normally would. Now I take this back around, flip it this way, even out the plastic sheet. Beautiful. I love you too, Lana. I'm happy to see you. Now, I take my spatula. Now let's go ahead and check on how this bad boy is doing down here. Ooh, that's not so bad now, is it? That looks good. Okay, This is a little bit closer to my ideal tortilla thickness. It's looking good. Okay. For tortilla is always messed up. We have the same rule in France for crepes. Absolutely. It goes for like anything, like pancakes, like that kind of thing. Anything in that kind of ballpark. And it's puffing. Oh, baby. I wish I could have a better shot for all of you people. You people. But alas, this is all that we're going to have to sit with for now, unfortunately. But this is looking super, super good. That tortilla looks excellent, okay? It looks really, really good. I'm very happy about this. And you're going to see it when I pull it off. Now, I know I'm using a spatula. I'm not using my bare hands. Well, you know what? I'll be fine. It'll be okay. I promise. It's a little a-traditional natsu, but it's okay. Now, we're going to cook that a little bit longer because that was thick and the pan was a little cold. But it'll all work out, I promise. Once it steams, it'll get that perfect texture, my friends. Perfect. Now it's puffing. Good boy. Oh, I'm so happy about this. So yeah, I'm realizing this shot, this needs to be, I'm wondering how to do that better. That might have to wait for the next stream for me to actually figure out the best way to handle that camera angle. Okay. This one is just waiting to be used. And I completely forgot about the tortilla that is on the stove at the moment, but it's totally fine. Okay, look. It's perfect. Okay, look at this thing. Huh? Into the basket it goes. Okay, it's totally okay, Sierra. Into the basket and towel on top, and it's now going to steam. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let us open this bad boy back up. You want to eat one of those tortillas? I love doing that. It's my favorite. Just as is. It's great. Okay. Take this. You see this? It comes out nice and clean. I think my dough might be a little bit too dry for it to come out that cleanly. I think I just need to be okay with it being wetter. Okay. It goes on. Nice little medium high heat. And we can work on the next one, my friends. Please name all of the tortillas. No, God, I'll name it after each person who gifts a sub. How about that? So that one is going to be Daski, and the next one is going to be Hexelect, because they gave the most amount of subs. I feel like that is only fitting. I could have made more tortilla dough, but it's okay. I like having some leftover in the fridge to do things later on with. 35 grams, beautifully. Nice. That's been done. We put this bad boy down. Right onto the press. I'm a professional Mexican. I'm learning so much. Well, I'm so glad. How do you become a professional Mexican as opposed to a casual one? Eat Hexelect. You want me to eat him right now? He needs to steam first. Hexelect needs to steam before anything like that, okay? You have to be patient. So, this goes down. Ugh. The plastic is getting a little too bendy. It's getting annoying now. Bend. Good boy. Get over here. Now we press this down. Lovely. Now we flip this over, and we're going to press it a little bit harder because I think I went a little bit too thick that first time around. Whoop. Just like this. So here's the thing. You wouldn't typically do burritos with corn tortillas, would you? These are corn tortillas are pressed. Also, I kind of messed up on this one completely. As you notice, like the edges messed up. And what's beautiful is because this is not made out of gluten, you can just sort of restart whenever you mess up. Nice. We'll flip that bad boy back over one more time. So, is it plausible to make them at home? Yes, but with a flour tortilla, you do a rolling pin. You would not typically do burritos with a corn tortilla. If that was the case, you need a much bigger press to be able to do something like that with. Okay, let's try this again. I keep messing this one up. This fool, this pansy. Sorry, not you. Talking to this guy. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do like one little horizontal press too, just for fun. This is just a tortilla press. That's all that this is. Nice and simple. Okay? Lovely. This has perfectly puffed up now. Okay? Look at this. Look at the way that it folds. The light is a little bit too bright. And now it goes into the basket for it to steam. And the smell, my friends, the smell is so lovely. Okay, come on, big boy. Good boy. Onto the pan it goes. Okay. On it goes. I've typically used flour for burritos, but I wouldn't have a problem with corn. It is just a completely different product. And it doesn't wrap, it doesn't roll, right? It doesn't have that same kind of pliability and flexibility. What you can do, you can do a mix. You can do a flour and corn mix. And then you can also add, if you would like, a little bit of fat to that as well. And that is going to give you something with the taste of corn, but with the pliability of a regular flour tortilla, my friends. That is always, always, always an option. That sort of like mixed style, right? And it can give you a very exciting product in my mind. Okay. 35 grams, perfect. Let's press this one out one more time. Nice. This goes on. Nice and heavy press. I really got to work on these camera angles. Guys, I'm really sorry about this. That the camera angles are like not up to par. Not too heavy on the second press. Just like that. And we have acquired our next tortilla. And we're just going to keep that steady. And I'm going to go ahead and flip over this bad boy. Is that one puffing? Okay, I just need to press them thinner. I am just coming to the conclusion that they just have to be thinner and they're all going to puff beautifully. And we're just going to go through all of the tortillas like this and watch this. We'll pick up the first one because it's steamed in there for a while. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the pliability of this. My friends, this is a tortilla. This is the proper tortilla. Look at this thing. Look at that. Squishy. Oh, so good. I cannot wait to eat this. I want to eat it right now, but it needs to steam a little bit longer. It really does need to steam longer. This bad boy is puffing up beautifully. Nice. These are the best tortillas that I've done so far. I'm so happy. Were the tacos good, Polly? We are currently making the tortillas for the tacos. Okay? So that has yet to happen still. We're still working on it, my friends. And now, before that tortilla gets a little bit too dry, I think I've nailed the temperature. I think I've nailed the thickness. This side's a little bit, but that's okay. Beautiful. That's going to be perfect. Now you can just chill out in the tortilla basket. Nice, 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 nice. I'm so happy. Get this bad boy off. Come onto my hand, please. Nice, nice, clean. And then we're going to lay this bad boy back out. The pan might be a little bit too hot now. So slightly lower heat. And let's get that next tortilla done. When are you using the microwave? Nothing for this recipe. There's definitely good uses for microwaves. I love reheating rice in a microwave, for instance. You do like 30 seconds on, and then you mix it up a little bit. But I'm not putting pizza in a microwave like you, Polly. Okay. 33 grams, that is just fine for me. Put that right down on the center. Fold that bad boy over. And now we press. Beautiful. Now we flip this bad boy around. Now we press. Whoop. Yes. You need to be exposed for microwaving pizza, Polly. It was a bad idea. It was a bad move. And you deserve to be punished for it accordingly. I don't know what else to tell you. I sure am. I'm doing everything from scratch. The salsa has been made. Did you guys look at the salsa? If you haven't looked at it yet, you're making a mistake. Please look at my beautiful, beautiful salsa here. Look at this thing, huh? Nice. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That is so good. It's like curling on the sides before I get the other side like cooked properly. I wonder why. I wonder how I can stop it from doing that. Maybe my edges are too thin? Okay. Very cool. It is good. I don't believe you, but that's okay. My dear Polychamp, I don't believe you. I can theoretically do 2 tortillas at the same time, but it's like a little bit more juggling that I just don't feel comfortable doing on a camera setting yet. I think that might be a little bit too much for me to handle at the moment. Okay, let me take this out. I'm gonna put this over here for later on. I think this tortilla has officially been finished. Ah, lovely. And now it just needs to steam. And it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be so good. Okay, very nice. Next one. The next land, I'll serve you some microwave pizza. No, no, Polly, I think I'm actually okay. I don't think I want this. Yes, I eat it like a true New Yorker. I live in New York. There's good pizza here. I don't need to fucking microwave pizza. I'm not sick. Well, okay, consider this. He lives in Sweden, okay? You know what the Swedish do to the pizza? Banana and curry. Am I mistaken, Polly? Am I mistaken about that? Is that not what you guys do out there? Okay, that goes on. Very nice. And now let's do this other one. Will someone eat some microwave pizza with him? No. He can do so in silence and by himself if he so desires. Okay. Oh, hello. Let's pop this one back on over, make sure it's a nice even seal. Look at these tortillas, huh? Lovely. And that is good to go. And I think we have one left for one more tortilla. Look at the stack. Look at the stack of tortillas that we have made here. Fresh, homemade. They smell beautiful. These are going to be so lovely for tacos, my friends. These are going to be so... Oh, these are perfect. They're steaming, they're hot. They can keep on steaming. I'm so happy. I'll buy a kebab pizza and transfer... I don't want to hear about a kebab pizza. I really do not. I don't know how else to tell you this, Polly. I think I'm overcooking it on one side, and that's why it's sort of curling on the edges. I think I need to spend less time on that side. Okay. How much is this? That's 40 grams. That's what, 32? Yes, it's perfect. And I can, oop, that's already ready to go. My fault. Okay. This one is puffing up very, very nicely. This one's thicker than I thought. Interesting. I feel violated. I'm going to bed. Have fun with the stream. Thank you, Polly. It's lovely to see you, isn't it? That's okay. I think you were too comfortable for too long with your kebab pizzas. Now that all changes, Polly. All of that changes today. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. I think I'm spending too much time on one side, and that's why I'm getting kind of like this effect. If you take a look, you see how this is like this on this side? And then on this side, it's like kind of more of the ideal texture. These ends are drying out, and then they're kind of elevating it. So I have to kind of keep it flat. Yes, it is a flex. That is the point. That is the point. It's going to fully cook through as it steams, but I think I just need to just simply spend less time on that one side, and it'll be good. Okay. This one can be transferred onto my hand. You put this one down, and then we'll work on the last one. And we have finished all of our tortilla dough. We have made a lovely little stack of tortillas. It makes me so happy that so many people showed out to this. It really does. I have done everything in my power to give you guys like the best production possible. I was able to, you know, do a stream like this for quite some time, but I really wanted to wait until everything was perfect. I wanted to have the overlays. I wanted to have the animations, the everything. I wanted to make sure that this was as good as it possibly can be and just like really elevate the standard of quality here, you know? I think there's a lot of potential for food streaming onto Twitch that is still somehow underdeveloped. Yeah, okay. I didn't overcook it on that side, and now it's going to lie flat on that one. So I want to make this a regular thing. I would like to do this at least 2 times a week. Into the future, I would like to be making content. This is potentially the start of something really huge for me. And I'm just very happy that all of you guys can be a part of it. That's all. Not to get too sappy or sentimental on you guys, but, you know. It really is very special to me that everybody is here for this, so. Okay. So, thanks for being here, that's all. The stream is already better than the cooking content out there, then I'm glad. I'm just here to provide you guys the best perspective that I can. Oh my God, did I burn the tortilla? Please tell me no. No, it's good. It's looking good. You can leave it on this side a little bit more. Great. This has basically finished. We have all of our tortillas sitting in this basket. Really, really nice. Can't wait for the well-done ribeye with ketchup sauce. Listen, well-done ribeye with ketchup sauce. You know what you're talking about? That is Hong Kong cuisine right there. They have ketchup sauces, cooked ketchup sauces, all the way till tomorrow. They do stuff like that. So that is a valid thing if you are considering it in the context and in the standards of some Hong Kong cuisine. But okay. Everybody's here Smash reference. When are we getting microwave food tutorials? I'll occasionally use a microwave every now and then. Not all the time, but on occasion. I will do so. There's some times that it has its uses. Nice to chill out for a second, yeah? Oh, my tortilla. Lamau. I'm like, I love chilling out. And then I realized I definitely overcooked and dried my tortilla on that one side. What's nice is when you overcook it though, the moisture helps to even it out. Not only does it help it to cook more evenly, but it sort of levels it out, similar to like resting a steak, I guess. That's the comparison that I have. Okay, last tortilla going on. Let's make it a good one. We no longer have any use for this plastic. It goes into the trash. I have no more use for the tortilla press either, my friends. That is all done. And now we're just cooking up that last one. How to make microwave store-bought ramen. I love soy-bought ramen. I love Shin Black. Shin Black is my favorite one. Shin Black is super, super tasty. It's really good. Okay. Hi. Hello. It's good to see you. Okay, let's flip that bad boy. Yeah, there you go. So, ceramic cast iron pans like that Staub that I have, it does a really good job for what I need it to. Cooking stream idea, do a sandwich in 5 minutes and just sit and talk with the chat for the kitchen for the rest of the stream. Best vibes. That sounds like a great time. I mean, that's what I'm probably going to do once I'm done with this. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to chat with you guys for a little bit, and then we'll call it quits. How's that sound? Once we do actually cook the chicken. The last thing left to do is cook the chicken. We did the tortillas, we did the salsa ourselves, we did everything. So, do you guys feel like this was informative? Do you guys have any questions? Because this is the time to ask, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, she's going. She's cooking. Are you a fan of alcohol, whiskey, tequila? Well, I got an answer for you. I'm 20 years old. Thus, I am not legally allowed to have an answer on the subject. We need all these packaged ramen hacks. Normally, I just dress up my sandwiches, or my packaged ramen, excuse me. I do eggs, and I do scallions on top, and a little bit of sesame oil, and some laugan ma if it's not too spicy or anything. So that kind of thing. Okay. Let me look at my beautiful little stack of tortillas as they have been sitting here and steaming to perfection. This one definitely a little bit overcooked. These others though, nice texture, huh? Oh, these will be so good for the tacos. Oh, these will be impeccable. This is like the first time I have like a perfect stack. Like all of these just came out good. Hey Dario, hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well as well, my friend. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the stack. Who does it like me? Who? Explain that. Nobody. Except me. Okay. You have cooked long enough. You are now going to the steaming dimension, my friend. You have dried out a little too much. That one might have been my most messed up one, which is kind of poetic considering it was the last one. My basket of tortillas has been completed. My salsa has been completed. All that is left to do now is to cook the chicken. And once again, what is really nice about sort of this dry style of cooking is that almost nothing gets dirty, right? You really just have to like wipe things down and then they're ready to go. Ugh. So sorry, I just gotta check my phone like a little fucking zoomer. I suppose I need my iPad. And now we have a chicken to worry about. So remember, it is just salted. Before anybody goes, oh, Daramgar, your chicken is unseasoned. Hey, remember, I have right here in my mortar and pestle an entirely homemade spice blend. It's got coriander, it has cumin, it has oregano, it has everything that you can possibly ask for, okay? It has everything that we could want out of this. So it's not unseasoned, all right? Get it together, you people. Now, tortilla's done. Garnish is done. Salsa has been done. Let's also get rid of our waste bowl really quickly. And now we have to worry about the chicken. So, I am feeling like I want to do a very specific method. I want to do what is called a cold pan chicken breast. And the reason I want to do this is because we have something very nicely available to us. We have the skin side of the breasts fully intact because we butchered it ourselves. If we take a look here, okay, we see how we have the skin side. All that we're going to do, we're going to pat this dry. We're going to put it onto a pan cold, and we're going to let the skin get very naturally, slowly crispy. That way, you ensure a fully crispy skin, you ensure that the chicken slowly cooks through, and I like being delicate with my chicken when I cook it. I like being very delicate. It is not a chicken thigh. It does not have a lot of fat, okay? So, very essential that we're not destroying this thing with super high heat and blasting it or anything like that. We're not doing anything crazy, my friends. We're not doing anything insane like that. All that we're going to do, we are going to slap on a glove yet again. Where is my glove, champ? There it is. Aha, acquired. We only need one glove this time. We just take a glove. We're going to take this bad boy. We're going to pat this dry. Fully pat it dry. Right? Let's even flip it over and pat it dry as well. Because remember, the salt is going to leach out some of the additional moisture. Right? Beautifully done. And now, all that we do, we take a little bit of avocado oil. Oh, my Pokemon lo-fi stopped yet again. Is life worth living? We take a little bit of avocado oil, we put it onto the pan. Remember, the chicken is also going to release its own fat as it naturally cooks. We just need enough to lubricate the skin itself. You can only do this if you have the skin available to you, much like how we would a duck, okay? We take this chicken, skin side down, make sure we tuck the skin over as many of the edges as possible so that the chicken skin is not exposed. Spread it around, smear it around, okay? And we put it right there. And we're going to take the other one and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to take our chicken, we're going to put it in just like this, and it's going to go on the heat, and it's going to go slowly cook, okay? And then after it fully cooks through, then we add our spices, and this is how we get a fully crispy crust without actually burning anything. This is so important. This is something that I want to show everybody and talk about constantly, the twice cooked chicken method, okay? I do this all the time. Any kind of cooking, it really does save you just, it really makes a much better product that way. I don't know how else to say it anymore. So, now, we will loop the same Pokemon Lo-Fi playlist for the third time in a row. Let's get back to the front shot, my friends. It is time to begin the cooking of the chicken, and it is not that much more complicated than we take it. I'm going to put the cast iron into the oven while it cools down, actually. Oof. Actually, terrible idea to do that with one hand. Ah, that was so heavy. Oh my God. Okay. Now, this was a bit of a mistake to do so unprepared. We take this, put that in the oven. Let's take this guy, put it on a nice medium heat. We're not blasting it with heat. We don't want to burn it. We want to gently, gently cook out the skin, and you're going to see how crispy that chicken skin gets. And that is actually genuinely going to conclude any little bit of the effort that we had left. I don't need this waste bowl anymore. I believe I can just sort of put this into the dishwasher now. Right, just like that. We have our tongs, we have our board, everything is ready to go. We just need to get a resting plate out, and a resting plate is really important. Once the chicken comes out, we want to make sure that it has a place to actually be, okay? I'm going to leave the tendies into the fridge for now. I'm going to put my petty knife back into my knife wheel. And just like that, my friends, we have completed almost everything. All that we have left to do is cook the chicken and assemble the tacos, and it's going to be so, 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 so delicious. You are going to love it. Well, I am going to love it. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to eat it, and you're going to watch me eat it. How's that sound? POV, the owner of the item store of Saffron City, forgot the keys. Also, hey, Karate Kuba, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for the sub. We are at the end stages of the cooking process already, unfortunately, but it is lovely to see you nonetheless, isn't it? Okay. By the way, any suggestions and stuff, you can DM me. It's a little bit difficult for me to get to suggestions that you have in like chat, but you can go to my Discord. Just type in !Discord. I'll do this for you right now, okay? Discord. Go to my Discord. Go in there. There's a suggestions channel. If you have ideas for the stream, if you have like anything at all, join it. Go there, be there, please, and thank you. And also, that's where you're going to get alerted every single time that there is actually going to be a stream. If you don't have alerts on for me right now, you don't have to, and it's okay. It's totally fine. Ugh. All right, we can hear the chicken slowly beginning to cook now. It's not going to be stuck, I promise you. We did it skin side down, and we have the oil. Everything slowly heated up. If it's at all stuck at any point in this, it's going to become naturally unstuck. Nice medium low heat. Cook it gently on the skin side, and then we're going to kiss it. Mwah. Give it one of those bad boys on the other side, okay? It's going to shrink up. It's not going to take up too much space anymore. It's going to be good. We have the resting plate ready. Some water. And I'll make a cup of tea in the meantime too, because I like having tea with my meals. I'm a simple guy. I like my little rituals. Let's get my mug out. And what kind of tea am I thinking? Let's do this today. Sure, that's fine. Lovely to see you do the stream. Know you've been wanting to do this forever. Absolutely. And there's going to be VODs up, okay? There's going to be a VOD up on Twitch, and then I'm going to try and upload it onto YouTube in a timely manner. So, that'll be good. The chicken is slowly, slowly cooking, okay? It's totally unstuck, besides a few parts of the skin. And if it's stuck, just leave it be. Leave it. It will naturally unstick from the pan. Trust the process of the cold pan method, okay? Trust it. Trust it. Don't go away from it, but just trust the process. Maz, I don't know what you've just said to me in French. I do not speak French, I'm afraid. But yes. Thank you, Kale. Much appreciated. Is this a properly seasoned steel pan? Nope. It is just a plain old stainless steel pan. Stainless steel pans, you can theoretically season. It doesn't matter. It'll be fine. I would love a carbon steel pan. I would love a carbon steel wok, though. There was this one tea that I tried years ago that was on par with Earl Grey, and it came in a green box with an Indian-styled elephant picture on it. Do you know what type it is? No, I do not, unfortunately. I don't think I'd be able to actually tell you. Was it a green tea or a black tea? I think Google might be a friend, actually. Mwah, chef's kiss. Lovely. Thank you, Raven. Okay. It's sealing. It's doing its job very, very slowly. This is the first dollar stream that I've caught, and it's a banger. That's all I want to hear, baby. I'm doing this for the people, for you back at home, okay? And soon things will be assembled. It's all going to be great. Now, I'm not going to be using any internal probes to check the temperature of the chicken. It's going to be fine. It was brined. I'm going to be shooting for, if you want a temperature to shoot for, 150 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not doing this 160 or else, you know, you're going to get food poisoning stuff. It'll be fine at 150, okay? 150, and then it rests. It stays at 150 for a little bit too. It's not like it instantly cools down. So the bacteria safety chart is both time and temperature. Ooh, excuse me. If it's held at 150 for a considerable amount of time, it will be safe, I promise you. So don't worry about cooking it all the way through. You will be fine, I promise. At 165, the chicken is it's just so dry and sad. It's just really a tragic product at that point. Okay, now this is properly cooking. It should theoretically unstick by itself, given just a little bit of time. So that's what I'm going to be banking on. And if not, then I'll look like the most ridiculous guy alive at the moment. I respect the cooking stream during the Super Smash Con. Yeah, I wish I was at Smash Con. Anyways, I'm here. It turns out cooking is way cooler. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. If anything, we'll just unstick this manually ourselves if I feel like it's burning. But it's not currently at that burning stage. So just distributing the oil. And it should be okay. It should be. If in 2 minutes it does not come unstick, I'm going to flip it over. Very, very sad I'm not at SmashCon. But now I'm here with you guys instead. So it all kind of works out, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, here. These are, if you are familiar with Hunter x Hunter. Oh, my tea is ready, excuse me. I gotta pour in my water. If you're familiar with Hunter x Hunter, these are Nanika, or Aluka's faces. So, very, very cool. Virginia's whatever anyways. Ah, oh, God, I just love SmashCon. It's like a very nostalgic event for me, because that was my first Smash Major ever, you know? That was my first Smash Major. I'm very, very sad that I'm missing it, but it's okay. We'll live. We'll live. We'll be fine. I have a cup of tea. I get to hang out with you guys. It's okay. And I'm going to be watching from home. So, all right. It's been about a minute and a half. We're going to wait till the clock hits 7:18. It is a little bit stuck, more than I anticipated. I have an idea of what happened. I think I know what happened. Honestly, it didn't get as much color as it could, so I'm going to leave it even longer. A few more minutes on this side, and it should be okay. It'll be fine. It'll work out. Yeah, I'm just very sad that I'm missing it, honestly, but we'll live. We live. We'll keep moving. It'll be okay. I need a chair. I should sit on a chair in the meantime. Get nice and cozy. I've been standing for the whole 2 hours that I've been streaming. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Not so bad. This is kind of the projected amount of time that I've been planning to stream, I think. Thank you for being here. The amount of puns and little jokes that you've made is probably more than any other chatter combined. Not as an insult, but as just a simple statement, which I just think is quite entertaining. All right. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can unstick. I know you can. I believe in you. I'm going to give you another minute. And then if you don't come off, we'll have to do so by force. Whoa. Hello. Hi. What was that? What did I just miss? Hello, Trey. It's lovely to see you. Did I just miss something? Did I just miss? I heard a notif. I heard a sound. Did I just get don't? I'm so upset. I wish I had the notifications thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I know somebody just donated. Thank you for the dono. Really, really appreciate it. I was turned away during the one time that you had a message up. I'm so sorry. No tragedy. Thank you for the donut, though. Much appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Ah, God, that is quite a loud squeak, isn't it? Okay. If you are not unstuck by now, honestly, no. I feel like it can still happen. It can happen still. Yeah. A little bit of time. 2 more minutes, and we'll be good. And we'll just kiss the other side. You heard our cooking streams? Very appreciated. Very sweet of you. Patience will be my friend. Kind of anticlimactic, isn't it? We've done so much prep. We've done so much work. We made the salsa ourselves. Ooh, the only thing left to do, actually, I got to cut up a lime, don't I? I did buy some limes for the tacos later. So I do have a lime right here that I can just snip off. Just like that, nice and easy. Give myself a couple of wedges, and then that's all I need. And I will need a plate for when I actually do sit down to eat. You're getting hungry for some chicken tacos? My goodness. Well, you should be. You really should be. All right. Talk to me, chicken. Have we unstuck yet? Have you decided that you finally had enough of this? Of whatever you're doing? No, it wants to keep going. I might have to go by force now. Yes. I'm sorry for tearing the skin, but at this point, I was left with no choice. Yeah, that's a good color. Perhaps my cold pan method did not work as much because I had some exposed breast, but it's okay. It did as well as it possibly could, and I'm proud of it for that. Yeah, that looks crispy. That looks pretty good. We're gonna kiss it on this side. Donated $5. Oh, that was Toplo. Okay, I appreciate it. I can only respect your tireless effort of humor. Yeah, they've been going. What's your favorite beverage to go with chicken tacos? I would love a seltzer. I wish I had a can of seltzer right now. That would have been so ideal. That would have been so drum and based. But alas, I can only be so lucky. I do not have a seltzer currently available for me. Okay, so very important. We're gonna pull this chicken in a second. I'm gonna get some clean tongs to do so. You did not see this happen. None of that just happened. None of it happened. We're gonna get some clean tongs, I will reiterate, because those were all contaminated with the dirty chicken, right? This is now the cooked chicken. Yeah, that one's not sticking nearly as much. Okay. We just want to kiss this side. Really, genuinely just kiss it for a little bit. It's stuck, but it's fine. Such is life. It happens to the best of us. We're going to take this bad boy, leave it here for another minute. Just get it fully cooked through. So another minute or so. And then we will spice it and put it right back on to finish the job. We should get the other camera ready in the meantime because we don't want to chill out too much. Okay, this is my tea. Nice little sip for any of those interested if you would like. The chicken is cooked for so long. It's been literally going for like 7-8 minutes and it's just a breast. I promise you this thing is like almost totally cooked through. And now, we take the... Everything is falling out of my tongs today. It's just one of those days. We take it out. Now we take a look at this, right? Let's try and get this stuff off the pan if possible. I have all these little stuck bits on and they'll just kind of burn unless I kind of take it off now. Okay. So, chicken. It's been seared appropriately. Now here's what happens. Take a look. We have all of our spice blend. Okay? This is where it goes on. It is this stage. We take it, And we generously spice it up. Nice little spoonful like each side type deal. Okay, you see that? And then we're going to put it right back onto the pan, and it's going to finish all of the cooking. Move it around a little bit. Just a minute on each of these sides now. Beautiful. Okay. That's been done. Move it around. Just a touch. Make sure it's as evenly spread on as it physically can be, and reasonably so. And now, this goes right back on to the pan. And we're going to kiss it on this side. Just a little bit of time. And we do this to ensure that we have beautifully cooked chicken. No burnt spices, none of that. That's good stuff. Very tasty. Just a minute on each side, even if that. Check on it. Check on the bottom. Nice. One more second. Oh, that smell is coming out. It's great. Also, thank you so much, Trevor, for the prime sub. Very sweet of you. Okay. Flip this bad boy over. Nice. That looks great. Good stuff. Oh my God. Also, thank you to Los Teresa for the sub as well. Okay. The chicken has just about finished. Let's take it off. Nice. Good stuff. And we take it off of the heat to make sure all that stuff on the pan does not burn as it rests. And now we have a chicken that's been properly seasoned. Okay. Crispy skin and everything. Ooh, that skin is so crispy. That's going to be a little treat for your dog in a moment. And then it's going to be sliced after it's done resting. But, I want that skin. God damn, that's pretty good. No top-down counter oven shot? I do not have one, unfortunately. I really wish I did. This is the chicken as it's resting. It's going to be sliced up beautifully after it is done so. I should get my cutting board out in the meantime. Every other component is ready to go, and we have all been waiting for this moment. We're going to give that like 5 minutes. Chicken's going to go on here. I like resting on a different plate. Okay? You want to see the skin? Well, it's kind of hot, so it's a little difficult to pick up at the moment. But what I can do is chew on it, and then you can hear it. You want to see my skin? Here we go. That's what I got. I'll take any excuse to show off my Gengar tattoo. All right. Except I'm the one that said it back when you said goodnight, say it back. Well, hello. Hi, welcome back. All of my tortillas are ready to go. They look exquisite at the moment. Do I have a license for those guns? I do not believe so. Don't tell the state. That is like grounds to get like swatted on. Jesus. Look at this. Look at the stack. Look at my tortillas, my friends. Homemade. Beautifully pliable. Nice and squishy. Look at this. Look at the pliability of this. Huh? Store-bought tortillas can never. It is impeccable. It is impeccable. It is fresh. It is freshly done. Sorry. I don't want to be patient. I want to just cut the chicken now, but we have to be patient. You do like things pliable? Happy to hear it, Infinite. Those tortillas are cute. Thank you. I worked very hard on them. Okay. This is the board. Let's also grab another piece of white paper towel. The thing that I will be wasteful about in the kitchen with, it is going to be paper towels every single day. I love using up as many paper towels as possible. I think they are absolutely indispensable to the kitchen. You need them. You need them. Okay? Important. You can't get enough of them. So the lesson to learn with the chicken and why like I kind of messed up, I think I could have been more patient with how long I left it on the skin side. And it would have been okay. But, my friends, it is soon time to assemble the tacos. As in like in a moment's time. It is genuinely almost ready. I'm a little tired. Wow, I didn't know that just like a 2-hour stream could take this much out of me. Okay, we'll let it rest for like another minute. If I was here to look at emo transforms, I would go to Grindr. Jesus Christ. I wish there were emo transforms on Grindr. That app is useless to me. It does nothing. Nothing. I am convinced everybody is lying on it. Anyways, sorry. Just had to express my frustration for a second. It does nothing for me. Okay. The chicken breast, ideally speaking, could have rested a little bit longer to fully redistribute and, not for it to like spill out juices once we cut into it. But I think it's actually going to be fine. So we want taco-sized pieces. Listen to that crisp. Oh, and look at the cook on this chicken, please. Beautifully cooked, moist. So flavorful. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it's called Twitter. Oh, my friends. My friends, that is perfect. That is... I could have been more generous with the spices, for sure. But... listen to that, huh? Damn, that's good. Whoa, that is really, really good. That's super tasty. Wow. Okay, nice. I'm happy about that. Okay, and now, my friends, it is time. It is time for us to assemble. So, this has all been completed. We can now begin the process of these tacos. I have my plate right here, waiting this whole time. Okay? And now, we take out a couple of our most beautiful tortillas. Oh, look at that. Because I'm not too hungry. I can only eat like 2 tacos at once anyways. Look at this. Look at my tortillas. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Look at the pliability. Beautiful. Beautifully steamed. Nice texture. Okay. And now, let's take some of this chicken. Could have definitely been more generous with the spices moving forward. Might have also been slightly smaller pieces, but that's okay. Remember, these are also like street taco style. You're supposed to eat a lot of these. These are not supposed to have a gajillion toppings. They're supposed to have salsa and then a little bit of cilantro and stuff, okay? Beautiful. That's really tasty. Goddamn. Okay. And now, salsa. My beautiful salsa roja that I made myself. Let's douse that bad boy. Also, oh my God, Hex. Whoa. Thank you so much, Hex. You're such a sweetie. I appreciate the $50. Okay, my salsa roja that I made myself. And now, my friends, a little bit of cebolla, a little bit of onion. Goes right on top for a little bit of freshness, a little bit of crunch that we prepared before. A little bit of our cilantro as well. Okay? And now, a little bit of lime juice as well. And that's it. And that's perfect. That is our tacos. I could have definitely used a bigger plate, but I really, truly do not care. And that's it. My friends, tacos have been completed. Can we have a zoom in on a small meat cube? No, we cannot. This is it. It has been completed. I'm going to put this away and I'm going to enjoy my meal in peace. I'm going to sit down while I do so as well. Let me grab my chair. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I could not be happier with how this first stream has went. I look so tiny now that I'm actually eating this. This is my taco. Everything here is made by hand. My salsa, my meat, it's all been done ourselves. Really, really appreciate you guys being here. And now, we can sit here, we can sip some tea, and we can enjoy this meal, huh? Cheers. That's pretty fucking good, dude. I'm really happy about this. Yeah, that's solid. That chicken is like really juicy, and the skin, like some of the crispiness is coming through. I don't know how much of like the ASMR you're actually getting of me biting this. Show us how you cook with PK fire. Yeah, I'm gonna just start throwing fire at the stove. Oh yeah. That was really good. I'm very happy about this. I don't know if I'll eat everything I make on stream all the time, like if it's like food for later, if I'm not hungry. But I worked up an appetite. And man, these are so good. These are perfect. You need sub for a bite, you just gotta make these yourself. The VOD is up, you know what to do. I showed you how to do everything. I showed you how to make the tortillas, the salsa, the meat, everything. If you wanna make this, it's all in you, it's a new quote, baby. The salsa. The salsa is so good. The salsa is like really, really perfect. Then I'm coming over and we're gonna cook together again. That sounds lovely. Only thing. Thank you so much for the sub, Curtis. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no, the texture of everything is impeccable. I'm glad I was able to earn that sub. So, yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the stuff. I'm so happy. I thank you. I'm glad that you think so. I have my tea right here. Oh, what a stream. We've had quite a crazy one. We've had a lot of subs. We've had so many viewers. I have no idea how many people are watching now. I'd assume like close to like half have left with time. But it doesn't matter. The amount of people watching does not matter. It is about you guys that are watching right now in a moment. So proud of you, almost 3 hours. Thank you. What I like about these, it's like I am obligated to stay a certain amount of time to actually get things done, right? It's not like I have the option of closing out something early. Twitch Prime me if you eat one of more of those lime halves. I have to avoid eating things that are too acidic on account of getting canker sore sometimes. So I can't even do that, unfortunately, as much as I would love to get that sub from you. This is the time. I think this is a nice way. Ooh, Smiley Pan, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. You're very, very sweet. This is the time where you can ask me anything. We can talk, we can chat. I'll be finishing this cup of tea. I'm also half considering making another taco because that one was so good. Should I? Should we do another one? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a second and I'm gonna see how I feel about it. Cheers. What's for dessert? This cup of tea. That's my only dessert. I don't eat dessert like that, so Don't know what to tell you. Do you like to meal prep any, or do you make your food day to day? Lovely question. I eat out more than I should, but I always think about things transformatively. So for example, I started with a whole chicken today, and then I have the carcass. That means tomorrow I want to make like a chicken stock, and then I have to figure out which pieces of meat I'm also going to freeze. I also have enough tortillas that I can make my favorite breakfast dish. I can make some huevos rancheros tomorrow. I have salsa that I made myself. I have these tortillas. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tortillas, okay? I am going to fry them in a little bit of oil. I'm going to put a fried egg on it, and I'm going to spoon some salsa and add my onion and my cilantro, okay? Because I have already everything that I need made. That's the beauty of it. I love huevos rancheros. Love it. It's one of my favorite foods. These tortillas have not they're so good. They are perfect. Huh? You wish this was you. You wish you could take a bite out of this. Also, Nathi, thank you for the 100 bits. Very appreciated. Also, oh yeah, we got a hype train. Let's go. You might try it. Normally I don't eat meat because I'm too scared to cook it, and this seemed pretty easy. Oh, I love chilaquiles. Love them. Love them. Cannot get enough of them. I just don't like frying things that much is my only thing at home. That's my one objection to something like chilaquiles. Yeah, no, meat, it doesn't have to be that scary. You saw how not scary that chicken was, right? All we did, we deboned it ourselves. We saved a little bit of money by going through the whole chicken as well. Audrey, thank you so much for being cute. I appreciate it. It's very, very sweet of you. I'm glad that you were able to stop by and watch it, everything. What time is it even? It's 7:42. Almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. How does one start having more fun cooking? Lovely question. Okay, I have an answer. I have 2 huge pieces of advice, okay? That can really, really help out here. How to have more fun while cooking. Number 1, do not under any circumstances go grocery shopping when you're ready to eat. Also, thank you for the 100 bits again, Raven. Much appreciated. Do not go grocery shopping when you're ready to eat. There is nothing more unpleasant than feeling in the mood to cook and then being like, oh shit, now I have to go grocery shopping. Okay? And do not cook when you're hungry. When you're cooking, when you're hungry, you're going to be rushing things. You're like so anxious. You just want to get the process over with. Start cooking before you are hungry and go grocery shopping before you're ready to cook. It is so nice going into the fridge when I'm ready to cook to have everything that I already need and then be inspired from what I already have there. The last thing that I want to do when I am ready to cook is to be like, oh, well, I don't have this, so I can't make this. So go grocery shopping before you're ready to cook and go make food before you're ready to eat. My inspiration to cook is not the same with my inspiration to eat. So usually I cook and then I want to eat and it catches up. That is how you have fun cooking. Also, do the dishes. Do the dishes while you cook. Okay? There is nothing more unpleasant and discouraging from cooking when you have a whole sink and a whole thing full of dishes. If you noticed, I was putting some things very gently away as I went. And now, as a result, all I have to do is just put some stuff in the dishwasher. Have a clear dishwasher before you begin cooking. There is nothing more unpleasant and nothing I would rather do less than cook in a kitchen with a full dishwasher. It is the worst. Then you have a piled up sink and then you have to do it later and it just sucks. It is just unpleasant. Do not do it. Don't do it. Do that stuff in advance, and I promise you are going to have an amazing time. Okay? That is how you have a good time. When you get rid of the dishes aspect, when you get rid of all this, that's when your head clears up. Okay? Then have a clear sink. Make sure that your sink is nice and clear. Okay? It is like you can't sit down and go do your schoolwork if you have a desk that is messy and you don't know where your pencils are. Having everything in front of you is the best thing that you can do. That is how you have fun. That is how you have fun, by getting rid of all the headaches. And then, get good tools. I'm sorry, blunt knives, shitty pans, they're unpleasant to work with, my friends. It takes time, it takes money to build that up, but you will identify little sources of stress over time, and then you will understand, hey, can I improve the technique? Or B, can I just get better at doing this thing? If you suck at cutting things and you have a dull knife and you're trying to cut things, chopping things is gonna suck and not feel fun. But if you have a sharp knife and you practice your technique, then cutting things is that much more fun. So basically, get good. The better you are at this thing, the more fun you're gonna have. Okay? I'm Mexican, so I read tacos and I had to click. Okay, well, let me show you my tortillas again. Do you like feeding your pals? It is my favorite. I just wish I could do that more often. I did so when I was in Philadelphia. I did some really lovely stuff out there. Look at my tortillas that I made. Look at this. Huh? Pretty legit. Sorry, I just have too much fun doing that. I love having a stack of warm homemade tortillas. Nothing better. I've been meaning to make burgers from scratch lately on a cast iron griddle. I just need to cook more than burgers. Sure, absolutely. How do you get inspiration for food, chef? Beautiful question. Beautiful question. You know how? I go and I just build things around what I already have. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Never, ever, ever cook things based on, oh, this is a dish I want to make, and then you have a kitchen that is not suited for it. You don't have your pantry ingredients. Stop that. Look at what you have. Get inspired, but you need a baseline level of knowledge to understand how things are constructed. For instance, in my pantry, I had maseka lying around. I had onions and I had garlic. Okay, great. I wanted to make something with tacos. All I needed to do was then go ahead and buy the chicken, and then I had some of the stuff with the salsa already. Get inspired with what you currently have, and tomorrow I'm going to make some huevos rancheros because I have the salsa. I can also make a pasta with the salsa. That's the cool thing. Think about the flavors. There's no cilantro in that salsa. Okay, that salsa has tomatoes, it has some chilies, so it has a bit of spice, and it has some garlic, and it has some onions. That is the base of a pasta sauce. You can do a really cool spicy pasta with that the next day. It doesn't have to just be a salsa. Yes, it's a traditional, but I've done it. I've done it with a bunch of Parmesan cheese, and it was delicious. Okay? So as long as you have this sort of understanding baseline, then you can build really cool stuff on top of it. Man, that's some good tea. Okay, I want another taco. Yeah, that's what's happening tomorrow for breakfast for me. I love huevos con sugar so much. Okay, let me clean this up. I'm gonna make another taco really quick. Grab a tortilla, nice and fresh. I'm gonna grab my meat, put it right back on it. Okay, so 1 chicken breast equals 3 small, medium tacos. Cool. Good to know. Perfect, my friends. Perfect. Now, some salsa. Spoon that bad boy over. I want a lot this time. I want to feel it. Also, thank you so much for the sub. Really, really appreciate it. Okay? And now, we can do a bunch of onion this time because I want a bunch of onion. Okay? Bunch of onion. We'll do a bunch of cilantro as well. And we can finish it off with some lime juice. And it's perfect. That is my perfect taco, my friends. Streets taco style, right? No cheese, no cream. We're not getting crazy with the toppings. We're not getting ready with the condiments. We're just keeping it very, very simple here. And a little bit of lime at the end too. Okay? Minimalism. Pursue ruthless minimalism when it comes to food. Don't overcomplicate things that don't have to be overcomplicated. Well, I'm glad that I could appeal. I love huevos rancheros more than anything. So good. This taco is so good. I just really, really love Mexican food. I love Mexican food. I love Cuban food as well. I would love to go study abroad in Mexico for culinary school, but I don't know if my life is ready to do something like that. Sorry, I had to. Oh. So good. And that's why we brine it, my friend. That's why we brined it. That's why we added the salt and we let it sit in the fridge for a couple of hours with the salt. Okay? That is the essential component of this. It keeps it nice and moist that way, yeah? I sure do. Absolutely. The sniff gets to be clear. Oof. I'm tired. A lot of cooking, huh? And then after this, I'm gonna go make some tacos for my mom. Because I live with my mom. I'm not a mouse, I'm a dog. Woof. Okay? So good. I'm very happy. This was my debut stream. And we also had Internet Shaquille stop by. That is my... Yeah, I don't know. If there's anybody whose content that I love, it's his. Very, very happy about that, I can't lie. Oh, jeez. What kind of tea is that? Lovely question. I think it's just an English breakfast. Nice and simple. Oh. Thank you. Who has been here the whole time? Who sat down here and watched the whole stream? I'm curious. We have received a lot over the course of the stream. Yeah. You were? Well, fantastic. Lovely to see you. You showed up late because of work? It's okay. You. Hey, Cammy. Yeah. We got a lot of subs. I have to say thank you to some people. I open up Twitter and then there's tits. Okay, I have to be careful. I almost put that like on this little one. Felt like the beginning of that. Well, I'm glad that I can provide. Of course. We're gonna close out the stream when I'm done with the tea, so you guys still have a couple more minutes to ask me stuff, to talk to me about stuff, and then we'll go somewhere else. And yeah, the biggest thing that I need to remember to myself is to not worry about the viewer count, not worry about all the subs and stuff. It's all gonna naturally come over time. I'm gonna have good days and bad days. And just, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna try to do this 2 to 3 times a week, okay? 2 times a week to start for sure, and then we're gonna have some content pushing, and then private cooking content as well in the future. 63 subs at once was indeed crazy. Yeah, that's just Hexagact. That is literally just Hexagact. That is the kind of person that he is. He is crazy. Also Dasky as well. Both of them just really came through today. And then I also saw Smiley the Pan and Nathu. Like, I like all the support. Makes me feel good. Thanks. So it just feels really, really good. All that I can hope is that I successfully help to inspire some of you to go and make this as well yourselves. Because this is food that I'm passionate about. I thought that these tacos would be like a really good start for me. I'm very passionate about the way that I sort of apply my philosophy to whole chickens. I'm very passionate about my philosophy of salsas and Mexican cooking and using like whole dried chilies and saying fuck off to chili powder, okay? I'm very, very passionate about like the homemade tortillas as well. And I love that I got to show off how easy it is to make tortillas at home. 2 ingredients, maseca and water. And you get a little tortilla press and you put it on a pan and you get something that is infinitely better than store-bought tortillas, my friends. It is so much better. It has that flavor. It has that warmth to it. Okay, it has that toastiness that store-bought tortillas, they can only wish that that was the case. Unless you have a tortilla factory near you, okay, which some people do if they live in like a Latin neighborhood, if they live in a Hispanic neighborhood. Otherwise, you gotta make it yourself, my friends. It's easy. It's fun. It's easy. It's satisfying. You have to. Viewership is built with consistency, yeah. Yes, oh my God, Ryan. I used to, growing up, and even now, I still stop by Waypoint, little internet cafe in Manhattan. And I would show up, and I would go there and I would cook for people, for some of the staff. Ryan, aka Sindhu Slash especially, he has consumed and received a lot of my cooking during that time when I was there. That was like 4 years ago. We met like 5 years ago, man. That's crazy. Granted, I was not supposed to do that. Don't tell like the health inspector, but yeah. You guys had a flat top. I took full advantage of that flat top. I made some burgers for my friends. I love cooking for people. Indeed, I have known you for 4 years, my friend. Quite a long time. Why, thank you. Okay. You can want some fresh tortillas made from the machine? Well, guess what, my friend? You can make it yourself really, really easily. Do you think it's the food itself that drives you? Hold on, let me move it to this. Do you think it's the food itself that drives you to cook more? I'm not a food-driven person. Yes, because I love the craft. I love cooking, I love feeding people, and I love the theory, and I love talking about it. And it is a craft that I'm going to improve and do my best at for the rest of my life. It is something that I just stupidly love doing. Stupidly. I will pursue this ruthlessly. And I just want, specifically in the business of entertainment and education, right? That's what I kind of do already as a Smash commentator. That is where my passion lies, okay? I want to be able to express food not just for myself, because there is no point. This is a very strong held philosophical belief of mine. There is no point to food, or any craft, mind you, that is solely appreciated and improved upon by the creator. Sure, let's say there was an artist that never shared their work with anything, and all they did was maybe they sold it off to some people for money, but all they did, they kept getting better and better in the context of themselves, okay? And that's it, and it died with them. They have no legacy, they have nothing to teach, they have nothing to share, and all of these improvements that they made upon in their own journey have lived and died with them. So their craft was meaningless, it was nothing. And that's what I want to do with food. Not just to cook for myself, not even just to cook for the people around me, which is already doing something, but then to be able to expand it onto a live platform and actually teach people a lot of the realizations that I've made over the course of my life cooking, and then the things that I'm going to continue improving upon. That's why it's so important for me. That's why food is so important for me, because that is my vehicle and my means to do that. And so I don't want this to, I want to continue improving at it, and then I want to, even if I'm not the best chef in the world, even if I'm only close to it, I can still elevate the people and help them, those that don't know as much, right? And I can just take more and more people up with me and inspire and encourage more people to do so, right? For them to start feeding their friends, for them to start getting better at home, for them to really start appreciating this craft. So that's a little bit dramatic. I know it's a little bit grand, but that is my philosophy of food. And that's what's really, really important to me, right? And that's why I think it's important for me to share that with other people, right? So it's not just, oh, I made this great thing for myself. Look at this thing and I'm not going to tell you anything about it, right? You go to a bakery school that's specifically specializing in boulangerie. In classical French cooking, there is like culinary, there is pâtisserie, and then there is boulangerie. And boulangerie is bread baking, and bread baking is fairly complicated. But yeah. It's its own thing. It's not pastry at all. Now, my friends, we can go ahead and find somebody else on Twitch that we can raid, because we have spent quite a bit of time streaming. I see my friend Rattles is streaming. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Rattles. I think that'll be good.
Why did you?
I see that she is streaming a little bit of Minecraft. I think that'll be a good raid. What about Chad? What about him? Love you too. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you all for being here. This was a beautiful, beautiful stream. And now, my friends, let's go ahead and raid Rattles. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when that will be. Join my Discord. Pause. Wait before you leave. Go join my Discord. Keep up. Follow me on Twitter. Turn on notifications for me. If you want to go to the next one, go to my Discord. Do it. I'm looking at you. We're going to go ahead and raid my lovely friend Rattles. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making this the best debut that I possibly could have asked for. And I'll see you guys next time, yeah? Mwah. Take care. Oh, look at the end screen. Look at the end screen.